welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, what's up? My name's Amanda and I am now making beauty videos on this channel. I'm super excited about it. You guys have no idea how excited I am to be doing makeup videos, beauty videos, all those types of videos. I'm super stoked to be doing this for you guys. As you guys know, I have my other channel, my family vlog channel, but I made this separate channel just for my beauty lovers out there. So today I'm coming at you with a fall makeup tutorial. I am so excited for fall, you guys. You guys have no idea. Fall is literally my season. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about fall, but it freaking makes me happy. I'm so excited for this season and everything it has to offer. I don't really believe in like the new year, new me type of thing. I feel like every season you can become a new, better version of yourself. So why not take fall and use that as your new season and just become a better person? You know what I'm saying? So fall is literally around the corner, so I wanted to do this fall makeup tutorial for you guys. By the way, I'm in a freaking long sleeve. Like what? It's 80 degrees outside. Why am I wearing a long sleeve? I don't know. I kind of just wanted it to feel like it was actually fall for you guys. So after this video, I'm just gonna go butt naked, but that's besides the point. So I'm just gonna stop talking about how much I'm obsessed with fall and let's just get into the actual makeup video. So if you guys are excited to see how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so this is new lighting and camera equipment, so I hope this video stays in focus. Let's pray. Okay, so I already primed my face with my Cetaphil moisturizer. I have pretty dry skin, so I have to do that, and I usually don't use an actual primer because the moisturizer just works as a primer for me. And I also shaved my face. If you guys don't know, I shave my face with like a little eyebrow razor, and I just do like above my eyebrows, below, and then, oh, I actually didn't do my baby hairs today, but usually I'll go in and do my baby hairs, and that will just help my foundation apply way smoother than if I don't do it. So now I'm going in with a damp beauty blender. I use the Real Techniques sponge, not like the actual beauty blender, because this one is way cheaper and I like it better. And then I'm taking my favorite Ride or Die foundation. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I am in the color Mont Blanc, just in case you are pale like me. This foundation is pretty full coverage, which I'm a full coverage type of girl, so I love it, and I just put like 3 pumps and that covers my whole face. By the way, guys, I am wearing lash extensions. If you're wondering why I already have false lashes on, it's because they're extensions. I have a love-hate relationship with lash extensions just because I love how easy they are. Like, you just literally wake up looking beautiful with lashes, but they can get expensive going in every 2 weeks, and if you need a fix, that's an extra charge. Like, for example, I need to get this little piece fixed right here. That's why I usually just stick with my favorite lashes, the Lavishly She Is lashes, but I really wanted them the other day, so I went with my sister and I got them done. So usually when I'm applying my foundation, I look like a naked mole rat and I don't have these like luxurious lashes on. Okay, so foundation is done. Now I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is my favorite concealer ever, and I am in the color Light. What a surprise! And I'm just going to use this to kind of highlight my face and just cover up a couple blemishes. Down the nose, and of course the center of the forehead, and a little bit on the cupid's bow, basically your whole face. This just helps to highlight the face and to lock that foundation in place. I love the Tarte concealer because it really is like a sturdy concealer. It does not move at all. There's hardly any creasing, which I love, and you really don't have to use much powder on top because the way this dries is amazing. And I do blend this on my actual eyelids just so that I can have a base for my eyeshadow. Okay, so now that I'm looking like a complete snack, I'm gonna go in with powder to set this all in place. I'm just using my MAC powder. This is in the color NW15, I believe. Yes, and I'm just gonna take this all over my face, and then I'm gonna go in with the Ben Nye banana powder, and I'm just going to place this where I put my highlight, so basically under my eyes and a little bit on my forehead and chin. The powder is basically to set everything in place, and I use it with a huge brush because it's super fast, and you know me, as a mom and being pregnant, it's really hard for me to get ready and to find time to get ready, so I'm just like all about the easiest way to do things, but I do go in with the banana powder because this is going to help bake my under eyes so that when I apply my eyeshadow, it doesn't fall out and mess up my whole base. And you really don't need much of this because the concealer does an amazing job, but that's pretty much only with the Tarte concealer. Every other concealer you probably need a lot of powder, I find. And I really set my smile lines right here because I do tend to crease, so I'm going to set those really well. And I know this looks really probably light to you guys, but this is honestly my color. I am actually this white. But don't worry, we will go in with some we will go in with some bronzer to warm my face up because I am looking like a ghost right now. Okay, I'm just gonna put some chapstick because I'm looking real crusty right now. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to the eyes and then we will finish off with the rest of the face. So for this look, I wanted it to just vomit fall because, honey, fall is my favorite season ever. Not because my birthday is in fall or because I'm a fall baby, but let's just be real, the weather is amazing. You get to cuddle up with a warm drink. You get to wear sweaters and pants so you don't have to shave every day, thank the Lord. And the best part is that you don't have to turn the AC on. So if you're an adult like me and you pay the bills, you know that's a blessing. I live in California and it's hardly ever cold here. So when we do get cold, I'm like, yes, I will take it. So I really wanted this look to just speak fall. You know, you got your warm colors, your warm tones, your burgundies, cranberries. So I picked out two different lip glosses. Actually, they're liquid lipsticks, the NYX Liquid Suede. And I picked out two different colors from Ulta. So I'm going to swatch them for you just so that we can choose together. I think this maroon one is probably going to be better, but I don't know. I love both of them. So we have this one, which is more of like a purpley cranberry. I don't know. Both speak fall. I can't decide. This one I wear a lot and I love, but this one is like different and it's darker, so maybe we'll go with this one. But the reason I'm talking about lips right now is because this color will tell me what eyeshadow look I'm going for. So I think we're gonna go with the dark one because that's just a little bit more fall-like. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm going in with the Morphe. I believe this is the 25B palette. This just screams fall to me. It has a really good shade range from light to dark, but they're all pretty much fall colors, cranberries, some purples. I love, love, love this palette. So I'm just taking these two light shades and I'm going to use this as a base all over my lid. And I'm just using the Morphe M433 brush. This is just an all over like fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm taking this warm brown shade and I'm just going to use this to warm up the crease. I am going to drag this all the way down all over my lid because this is going to be the transition shade for the darker cranberry colors. And then just make sure you blend that up a little bit, not too high, but just blend it high enough so that it looks nice and natural and smooth. Well, who am I kidding? This is not a natural look, but you know what I mean. I want this look to be blended, but I don't want it to be too feathered out, so I'm just taking a little bit of loose powder and I'm just going to carve that out a little bit just so that it doesn't get too messy. Taking that same brown shade and I'm just gonna focus it on the outer crease just to bring in some more warmth. Okay, now going in with a smaller, more dense brush, I'm going to be taking this beautiful cranberry maroon shade. I am obsessed with this color and it matches perfectly with the lipstick we're using. So I'm going to take this in the outer corner crease and then bring it in. Okay, now that I kind of packed that in there, I'm going to be taking the Morphe Fluffy brush again, and then I'm going to blend that out really well. Okay, now it's looking nice and fluffed and blended. So now we're going in with the gold, which I'm super excited about because this is just going to make this eye look pop. So I'm going to take this ColourPop cream little whatever this is. This is called Super Shock Cheek and this is in the color Wisp. I think people usually use this as a highlight, but I'm going to use it as a base for my gold eyeshadow, and since it's kind of this wet consistency, it's going to look really shimmery and shiny and beautiful. So I'm just taking some on my pinky because this is what I find works best to apply creams, and then I'm going to apply that only on my base. So I'm putting it in the inner corner right about to the middle of the eye. As you can see, I'm kind of being messy with it. That's because we're going to add the gold eyeshadow on top of it. Okay, so I literally cannot find my angled brush for the life of me, and I don't have another one. So I'm just going to take my pinky and I'm going to go in with this beautiful gold shade right here, and I'm going to apply that right over the cream base. So the cream with the powder on top of it just gives it a beautiful wet kind of like foiled look, which I love. So now I'm just going to go in with this same maroon color and kind of blend that out so it's not so harsh. Now with nothing left on the brush, I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, now I'm just going to dust away that bake. And then we're left with this beautiful eye look. Now we're going to take that same maroon color and we're going to apply it all over the bottom lash line. And again, I would usually use my angled brush for this, but I literally cannot find it, so I'm just going to take this little fluffy brush and blend it out. Either way, I'm going to blend it out, so it really doesn't matter. And now just cleaning it up a bit so that it's not too messy. You obviously usually don't have to do this if you have the correct brushes, but I'm just a hot mess of a mom right now. Okay, so now that it pretty much looks like I have a pink eye, I'm going to turn the camera off and do the same to the other eye. Okay guys, I am back. I went ahead and did the other eye and my eyebrows off camera, and now my face is looking way better. I'm looking a little bit ghostly with this dark eye, so we are going to fix that right now and apply some bronzer. I am going in with the Milani Baked Bronzer. This is my favorite drugstore bronzer. It looks like this. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not too much to where you have like chunks of glitter on your face. So I love this bronzer for everyday use. And I'm just going to take that with the e.l.f. mineral powder brush. This is like a little blush brush, but I'm just going to use that to bronze my whole face. I'm going to use a little bit of that bronzer and just contour my nose a bit. Not too much, but it does help to bronze it up a little bit. I'm going to bake the sides of my nose a little bit just so that I can have a more, you know, snatched appearance, like I just went and spent millions of dollars on my face. Make sure you get it up in the corner against your hairline so that it's all nice and blended. Okay, now I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush with a little bit of foundation powder and blend that out. This is also going to help dust away any of the bake you have left over. Okay, so now to bring some life and color back into my face, I'm taking the Milani Baked Blush. This is in the color D'Oro, and it's very similar to the bronzer, but I love this color for an everyday blush. And then I'm just gonna stamp over it with my powder brush just to blend it out. Okay, so now for my favorite part of my whole makeup routine, highlights. I'm going in with my trusty but dusty Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I love this kit for highlight because it gives you some light shades, some darker shades. If you're a little bit more tan, I usually stick to these two colors, and then if I have like a spray tan going on, I'll go in with this dark one. But I'm going to take a mixture of Summer and Moonstone and apply this as highlights. I'm using the Morphe 501 brush. Everybody and their mama has this brush for highlight, but if you are a drugstore type of girl, I would suggest the Real Techniques highlight brush. This works just as well. Going at the high points of the cheeks and blending it down. Taking a little bit on the chin, the center of the forehead. Then I like to go on the high points of the eyebrows and a little bit down the nose. And then if you want to make those lips pop, just put a little bit on the Cupid's bow and it will make a difference once you apply your lipstick. Okay, I really want to make this eye look pop, so I'm going to take that same highlight and apply it right on the inner corner. That inner corner literally gives me life every time. It never fails. Okay, so usually I would apply falsies, but like I said, I'm wearing lash extensions. My favorite false lashes that I would recommend would be the Lavishly She Is lashes. I actually have a discount code with them, which is always in the description, so you guys feel free to use that. But to finish off the eyes, I'm just gonna take the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is my favorite mascara. This is better than any high-end mascara I've ever tried, and this is Drugstore, so you can't beat that. So I'm just applying this to the bottom lashes, trying to be really careful not to mess up my makeup. Okay, literally bottom mascara makes such a big difference, it's insane. So now to tie this look together, we're gonna do the lips, again using the NYX liquid lipstick in the color 12. I'm not sure, it doesn't really say a color, but it says the number 12. Sorry, my lips are a little crusty. I am pregnant and I need to drink a lot of water, and when I don't, my lips get so chapped, but let's just ignore that. So I've never tried this color, so let's see how it applies. Ooh, that is such a pretty color. Oh my gosh, look how it just ties in with the eyes. I am living. Oh, girl, calm down. Okay, so usually with a dark lip like this, I would go in with concealer and clean it up, but this lipstick is actually super easy to apply, so I actually don't even need to touch it up. We're just gonna leave it like that. So now to set this makeup in place so that it stays on all day, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I'm just going to put my hair back and spray my entire face. This literally gives me life. I am obsessed with setting spray. I don't know why. It just ties the whole look together and gives it a nice glow. It makes your highlight pop even more, so I'm living for it. Okay guys, so that is it for this fall makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this makeup look. Is it too soon for fall makeup looks? I don't think so. Fall is literally around the corner, so I thought it was the perfect time to do this makeup look for you guys. I also just want to thank you guys so much for all the subscribers, all the love lately. I know most of you guys are coming from my family vlog channel, Pena Family Vlogs. But if you don't know what that channel is and you're maybe just new to this channel, welcome. My name is Amanda. I do vlog daily with my family on a different channel, but I started this beauty channel so that I can do everything that has to do with beauty, makeup, all that good stuff. I wanted to make a separate channel because I'm obsessed with the beauty industry, but I didn't want to bring that into my family channel, if you know what I mean. So that is why I am here on this channel. I'll probably be posting here once a week, so make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. But other than that, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this fall makeup tutorial. Let me know in the comments what other tutorials you want me to do or what you want to see. Let me know. I'm really interested to know what you guys want to see. I know there are so many makeup and beauty videos out there, so on this channel I want it to be kind of different. I kind of want to bring the old YouTube back where you can just sit down, do makeup, have fun, do makeup that you guys actually want to see. So whether it's a makeup tutorial, beauty video, random haul, just let me know. I'm down to do whatever for you guys. But like always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.
Today I'm going to be doing a talk through video for you. My last few videos have all been voiceover, and when I don't do talk through videos I feel like I miss you guys. So I'm going to be chatting, I'm going to do my full everyday makeup look but using all Drugstore products. To put another spin on this video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A as I'm doing the makeup. First up, primer. The one that I'm going to be trying today is from Wet n Wild. This is their coverall primer. Let's see what the texture of this is. It's a little bit tacky, which is good because it'll hold your makeup. But I think for someone like me, because I have obvious pores, I need something that's also like a pore minimizer. And this one, you could still see quite a bit of texture on my skin. We'll see how it holds up against the makeup. For foundation, I am using the Maybelline Dream Cushion Liquid Foundation. I actually really love this foundation for everyday makeup, especially if you are in a hurry and you don't have a lot of time. These are so good because you could just go do. You don't have to like sit there and pour it out and stuff. And it looks like that. I'm pretty tanned right now. You guys can't tell, but I actually finally got a tan, which I'm so happy about. So I'm gonna go for a slightly darker color. This one is number 40. We'll see if this is the right color or not. Let's test this baby out. I'm gonna be using a foundation brush rather than the sponge that it comes with. You could definitely use a sponge, whatever your preference, but I kind of just like to stick the brush into the cushion. This looks a bit light. That's crazy. I thought this was gonna be too dark for me. I will tell you guys off the bat, I'm seeing so much texture on my skin from that primer. I'm just gonna keep applying this because I feel like even though the color looked light when I first put it on, it's getting darker as it sits on my skin. Some foundations do that. Sometimes you kind of just gotta test it out. So if you guys are wondering about the brush that I'm using, because every time I use it, you guys ask about it, I did a whole little thing on it in my last April favorites video. I'm gonna link it for you guys right here. Go check it out. It's a great video if you want to know some products that I think are really, really good, and I definitely recommend them, including these brushes. So that is it for foundation. I love that coverage. I had so many great drugstore concealer options. This palette from Maybelline, this is great to have in your makeup kit because it has all the shades you need for any type of color correcting. It also comes in a darker shade, which is great for contouring, for dark circles on under the eyes. I'm gonna try this today. The Master Conceal Camouflage Concealer. As I'm opening this packet, I'm gonna answer a question. The first question comes from It's Noor. If you could choose anyone to do a makeup look for, who would it be? Always such a hard question. I think I would choose Bella Hadid. I think her face is just so beautiful. She has like the most beautiful features and her skin is incredible. She would be an amazing canvas, and I think she looks great with a lot of different types of makeup looks, not just one thing. So I think she's the type of person who you could just like play with her face and you like never get tired of it. This is a full coverage concealer. This is great for imperfections, dark circles. This is a full coverage, high resistant concealer. This is also great if you're doing your makeup in the morning and then you leave the house. You don't have time to touch up throughout the day. You just want your makeup to last. This would be a great concealer because it's a long wear concealer. For powder, I'm using the CoverGirl Clean Press Powder. Powders are also another thing I do not have a lot of in drugstore products. So if you guys know good drugstore powders, leave them in the comments for us below. Time for another question. Deriza asks, have you ever been in Croatia? If not, will you? We can have a coffee. Of course, I would love that. I've never been to Croatia. It's definitely one of my places that I've always, it's a place that I've always wanted to go to because I heard the beaches there are amazing. For bronzer, I'm using the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer. This is probably my favorite drugstore bronzer. If you guys have other ones that you like, share them below. Going back to the question, I've never been to that part of Europe. I've never been to that side of Europe, so I would love to go one day, maybe sooner than later, hopefully. So I'm using this bronzer all over because I want more of a bronzy look rather than like a contour look. And then I always like to take it down on my neck just to blend everything in. Considering that this entire face is all drugstore, I really like how this looks. I think it looks bronzy, it looks pretty. Let's do another question. Apple by Beauty asks, how is your laser going? I absolutely love laser. I would never ever go back to not getting laser. I'm using the Maybelline Master Contour Palette, and I'm using this color right here. So laser for me was the best thing ever because, first of all, you never have to shave again. Like, how amazing is that? So I ended up getting 6 sessions total. I was getting my underarms and my bikini line, and I would love to go and get pretty much my entire body lasered, arms, legs, everything. So I did 6 sessions total, and I went, and you go like every 6 weeks apart. It was amazing because ever since I started getting laser, I did not get one single ingrown hair. I thought it was gonna hurt. It did not hurt at all. It is nothing compared to getting your bikini waxed. Getting your bikini wax is torture compared to this. I would choose laser over waxing any day. For blush and highlight, I'm actually gonna use the colors, that same palette. So I'm gonna use blush color and the highlight color. Another question, Juanita11 asks, what foundation did he use? Juanita is referring to the picture that I posted on my Instagram with Makeup by Mario. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know I recently was Makeup by Mario's model at BeautyCon New York, which was crazy and amazing. It was so awesome because he actually did my makeup, which is crazy. All right, guys, Mario, look at this. We're about to do this. I'm excited, but I'm nervous.
Take now. You see the color? It doesn't look like a brown. It just does something to the eyes where it really pops out the color.
That is what she's referring to. What foundation did he use? And he actually did not use any foundation on me. He just used very unconventional things. So for example, for my eyeliner in my waterline, he smudged this like beautiful auburn color in my waterline, and he used a brow pencil. And he said that the brow pencil is like waxier and it actually like sticks a lot better. So it's really good to use that in your waterline, which is such a good tip. I'm surprised I never thought of that. For my lips, instead of using a lip liner, which he says he doesn't like to do, he doesn't like using lip liners. Instead, he used a liquid lipstick as my lip liner. And he said that that will just last so much longer than any lip liner would, which makes sense as well. For eyebrows, I'm gonna be using my favorite eyebrow pencil, which also happens to be Drugstore. It is the Maybelline Precise Micro Pencil in the color Soft Brown. So back to Mario. Everything he did was just so different than what I've seen in makeup. It was so refreshing because I feel like it's very easy to kind of just get stuck doing the same thing over and over and over. My favorite thing ever is watching other makeup artists because you always learn something new and you always like pick up something that you've never thought of doing. So Mario was amazing, plus he was super sweet and so kind, and it was just so cool to be able to meet him and, you know, be his model and just like hear him talk about makeup. And I couldn't see him doing the makeup because it was being done on me. That was the only sad part about it. Kimmy Morales asks, what can I do to stop the shiny oil on my face? Says I'm from Chile and some products that you use, I can't find them here. I totally understand that and I'm very sorry. I know that a lot of you guys are from all around the world. Let me know what city you guys are from. I'd love to hear it because I know that people from all around the world watch my videos. For oil, for shine, I recommend a few things. Number one, if your skin is really, really oily and you know you're gonna be wearing makeup, you can actually skip moisturizer and just use a primer. If you're gonna skip moisturizer, you have to use a primer because you can't skip both. Your skin needs a little bit of hydration. I for sure recommend an oil control primer. That's really, really important. For foundation, I would recommend a matte foundation rather than something that's like more dewy because that's just not gonna work with your skin. So you want to for sure use a matte or at least a semi-matte foundation. And then lastly, you need to set with powder. If you don't set with powder, it's gonna get really oily throughout the day. Setting your entire face with powder will really help. So those 3 things: oil control primer, matte foundation, set with powder. For the eyes, I'm gonna start with a little bit of eye primer. This one is from Wet n Wild. There's so many good drugstore eyeshadow palettes out there. Today, I'm actually gonna use this one from CoverGirl. I'm taking this nude color and just applying that all over my lid. I like to do this step because I find that it makes blending other eyeshadows that you apply a lot easier. Like they just kind of don't stick in one spot, they just blend a lot smoother. I'm going in with the mid-tone brown shadow from the palette So the eye look is going to be very easy. This is something that I love to do for every day because I find sometimes like if I don't put eye makeup on, and I definitely don't do it all the time, but I find that it makes me look really tired. Do you guys ever get that? I feel like when I don't have any eye makeup on, I look tired. So I need a little something. I'm gonna take a tiny little bit of the darker brown, this one here, and just kind of darkening that outer corner. Let's go for another question, guys. Haiti Killer asks, was it hard building up your clientele as a makeup artist? And how did you get started? Love all your looks. I remember when I first started doing makeup, I was doing a lot of work for free. I basically wanted any excuse to get my hands on people's faces so I can practice. And I remember actually, which is crazy looking back at this now, I put out an ad on Craigslist saying, looking for models to practice makeup on. You do not need to be a professional. And people would come to my house and I would practice doing makeup on them and I would take their pictures. But now that I think about it, that's crazy that I did that because that's so dangerous to just have people that I've never met from Craigslist coming to my house. Thank God nothing happened. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff for free. I networked as much as I could. I told everyone that I was a makeup artist. I told all my friends to tell their friends. I created a website to make sure that I get my name out there. I'm taking the darkest bronzy color now, sweeping that along my lower lash line, and then taking the darkest color. I want to use this color as a liner, so I'm taking a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm using the NYX Matte Finish Liquid Lasting Setting Spray, and I'm going to spray my brush with the setting spray. A couple nice sprays. Dip that into that dark color. Just kind of push it in. Let's take another question. Shaz256 asks, what is your ethnic background and what is your current favorite makeup trend? My ethnic background, I'm Egyptian. I know you guys always ask that. I feel like I have to say it in every Q&A. Yes, I'm Egyptian. I was born in Egypt. My family moved to Canada when I was 5, and I grew up in Canada and now I live in Los Angeles. And then the second question is, what is my favorite makeup trend? I think I'm gonna have to say, and this might be a little bit boring, the glowy skin trend, because I think beautiful, glowy, highlighted skin is just the most prettiest thing ever. And I think there's so many amazing products out there now to get that look. So just beautiful, gorgeous, glowy skin that just makes you not even want to apply any other makeup really. So all I'm doing is I just keep adding more product onto my brush, spraying it a little bit, and then making that line thicker. But I started off super thin because I didn't want it to kind of get away from me, which can for sure happen sometimes. And using eyeshadow and a brush is a lot easier sometimes than using pencil. I'm using a very natural pair of lashes from Salon Perfect. These ones up here, number 53. You guys, these lashes are awesome. They're so natural looking and they're so easy to put on because the strip. Thank you. The strip of the lashes is really thin and the lashes are really light, so they just go on in seconds. I decided to pull my hair back a little bit for the last part of this look and the last question. This is probably hands down one of my all-time favorite lip products ever. This is from L'Oreal. It is the Le Matte lip color. Even though it's matte, it's a really comfortable texture. So you could wear this all day. It won't feel like your lips are dry at all. So I kind of lined my entire lip and now I'm gonna go in and fill. I'm gonna try to answer a question while I'm doing this. Koki on Twitter asked a bunch of questions. If you owned a brand, what products would you love to start with, or what brand would you love to collaborate with if you had a chance? I would love to hear from you guys what you guys think, but I'll tell you my picks. If I could pick any brand to collaborate with, I would love to collaborate with Smashbox. I would love to collaborate with MAC. Makeup Forever because that is the very first and only makeup company that I ever actually worked for. I used to work with Makeup Forever back in the day at their makeup counter. Probably BH Cosmetics because I really love their stuff and I'm a huge fan of all of their products and I think they're a great affordable price. And yeah, those would be my picks. I have a feeling it's gonna happen sooner than later, but it will only happen with your support. And I appreciate it so much. You guys know I love you. And I definitely would not be here without you. So that is the lip color. How pretty is that? If you're looking for an everyday drugstore look, I hope this one does the trick for you guys. Let me know what you think of doing the tutorial / Q&A. I had a lot of fun doing it, but I'd love to hear your feedback. I promised you that once we hit 600,000, I'm gonna do a huge giveaway and I've teamed up with an amazing brand and they're gonna be giving away so much product. You guys don't even understand. So let's get to that 600 as soon as possible so we can do this giveaway.
Hey guys, so in today's video I'm gonna be showing you how to get this glowy, dewy, summery, blinding, what else? Fresh, glam, elegant, girly. Okay, I think that I should stop now. Makeup look. That was a long description, but I think that if I don't do a super glowy look in the summer, then when? Today I'm gonna show you how to glow yourself up. I tried to keep the eyes more neutral today, the skin super glowy, and I also added just a soft touch of color on the lips. I hope you guys like how I painted my face today, and if you wanna learn how to paint your face like this too, then just keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so I already have, oops, I already have on my face the Embryolize Light Cream moisturizing cream / primer. I've been using this really often under my makeup lately, and now I'm moving on to the iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. I know that this doesn't look like something wow, it looks like pretty much like a normal setting spray, but check this out. Pretty cool, right? Look at that. Wait, I want to do that one more time. Looks like magic. Super cool. I can stare at this all day. This spray has a very small tiny shimmers in it, but they're nothing to be afraid of, and I love using it because it makes my skin glowy, it makes me look dewy, it just gives me very natural, very healthy glow. I'm gonna show you on the back of my hand now. I know that this looks like it's going to be too dark for me. This is the shade Glow. They have a lighter shade which is called Original, I think. I'm not sure. I need to check. Yes, they have one more shade which is called Original. This is the shade Glow. This looks like it's going to be too dark for me, but it's suitable for all skin tones. I'm gonna show you first on the back of my hand. See? So I'm gonna use this under my makeup today to prep my skin. Smells really good, so I'm just gonna let it dry for a while. Looking like a glazed donut in just a few seconds. That's how you do it. That's some really nice instant glow. Now, you can use this to prep your face before your makeup, you can use it to set your finished look, or you can use it on its own just to add some extra glow on your face or on your body, on your arms, on your legs. I teamed up with Iconic London today, and they were kind enough to provide me with a discount code for you guys for 20% off from all of their products. It's the Nitslava20, and you can just save some bucks with it. Now, moving on to the foundation. I'm gonna use the Rimmel Match Perfection in the shade, what is this? I think that this is the shade Ivory. Yes, this is the shade Ivory. So I'm gonna take it on my Real Techniques makeup sponge and I'm gonna apply that all over my skin. Now, I have some really good news for those of you who are constantly asking me to do vlogs. As you can guess, a new vlog is coming up really soon. I'm hoping that by the end of this week I'm gonna be able to upload it, but I don't want to promise you anything. The editing is kind of rough because it's a lot of footage.
So I'm gonna do my best. But yeah, exciting news! New vlog is going to be up really soon. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. Go ahead and do it now. Okay, I really want to go ahead and fix my eyebrows now. They're kind of messy. I haven't had the opportunity to twist them properly for a very long time. So they're kind of out of shape. Literally. So I'm gonna take some of my Benefit Ready Set Brow Gel. Just gonna brush the hairs in place really quickly. This is a super duper easy and quick look. And then I'm taking my Benefit Ka-Brow in shade number 3 and I'm using that to fill in any gaps. Now I'm gonna take some of that Rimmel foundation on the back of my hand, just a tiny little drop, and with a flat brush I'm gonna clean my eyebrows. I'm just gonna blend out that foundation, but I'm not gonna bring it on the eyelid area. Alright, so I'm gonna keep the eye look super duper simple. This is basically the look that I've been doing when I wanna glam myself up, but still wanna keep the things really simple and just really quick. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this Milk Cosmetics eye pigment in the shade Hotel Lobby. The packaging is like super duper cute, so I'm gonna take some of it on the back of my hand, like this. And using my fingers, I'm gonna press it on my eyelid. With a fluffy brush, I'm gonna buff out the harsh lines in the crease. Shiny eyelids, that's what I love. Now moving on to the eyeliner, I'm gonna do a brown winged liner. I'm gonna use the CoverGirl liquid liner in the shade 335. Adding some concealer under my eyes. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. Also on some of my blemishes, just for some extra coverage, and blending it out. For contour slash bronzer, I'm gonna use the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. This is just gonna add a very natural definition to my face. And some liquid bronzer by Benefit. This is their Dew the Hula. To get that extra glowy skin, I'm gonna use the iconic London Illuminator in the shade Shine. You seriously need just a few drops of this because it's really concentrated. So I'm gonna add it on the highest points of my face. Look at that. This comes in 4 shades. I'm using the shade Shine because I think that it's the most suitable one for me. This is giving you super intense glow, and you can add this to your foundation, to your moisturizer, to your primer. Use it on its own, just like I'm doing today for highlighter. It's like really universal product. You can also use it on your body if you want. I like adding this to my matte foundations when I'm not feeling like wearing matte foundation, but I like the certain foundation, but I don't want to have that matte finish. I'm just adding this, and that way it's giving me more dewy finish. That dog outside? You honestly need to use the tiniest amount of this because a little goes a super duper long way. Now honestly, with just a few drops you can cover up your entire face. I don't know why, but lately I've been loving the liquid and the cream face products, like cream blush, cream bronzer, liquid highlighter. I just feel like they're giving me a lot more natural looking skin, and the cream blush is just sitting better on my skin. The liquid highlighter gives me a lot more natural glow. This is so easy to blend. Today, my mission is to glow to the moon and back. I love how intense this highlighter is, and even though it's so blinding, it's also really easy to blend. That's what I love about it. No troubles blending it at all. Now, I'm taking some face powder. This is by Terry Hydro Powder, and I'm gonna take it on my Real Technique sponge, and I'll add that under my eyes and on the sides of my nose. I'm gonna take some of that highlighter under my brow bone. Curling my lashes. And coating them with some mascara. On the lips, I'm applying a liquid lipstick by Ofra. This is in the shade Charmed. And lastly, again, some of that iconic London Prep Set Glow setting spray. So cool! That's nice. I look delicious. Mission accomplished. I'm going to the moon and back. In fact, the moon doesn't even need the sun anymore. It has me. It can reflect my light. This is exactly the look that I was going for today. Really glowy, really fresh, just very summery. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to press that bell button right next to the subscribe button, because that way you're gonna be notified whenever I post a new video. Two really fun videos are coming up next, so you don't want to miss them, trust me.
Hey guys, I'm back with another video. So to start off this look, I am jumping in the Morphe 35B, and I'm taking the matte yellow shade on this Makeup Addiction like fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to apply this as my transition. So next I'm taking the orange shade, and I'm using the same brush, and I'm applying this in my crease. So now taking this purple shade right here, I'm applying this in my crease. I forgot what brush this was. It's an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, but it's like a smaller blending brush to get right in the crease. And I'm just going to keep building up this color. So I'm taking the same purple shade, and this is a flat eyeshadow brush from Makeup Addiction, and I'm just going to pack this color all over my lid. And I really do love this combination with the yellow, orange, and the purple. It is just so pretty and super cute for fall if you want a colorful fall makeup look. So now I'm just going to apply coats of mascara with my Wet n Wild Lash Renegade mascara, and go ahead and apply my Lena lashes, which are in the style Tamar. And I love these lashes. Oh my gosh, they are amazing. You guys should definitely check them out. So I'm just going to pop these on, and then we can move on to the skin. So for moisturizer, of course, I'm grabbing my Pond's face moisturizer to moisturize my face. So for foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 330 Toffee Caramel. I am taking this ABH flat concealer brush, I think this is an A4 brush, to apply this all over my face. And I'm just going to blend everything out with my Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Medium, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, my forehead, and I'm going to blend everything out with the same Miracle Sponge. Now to set everything, I'm using the Black Radiance Banana Setting Powder, which I am loving right now, and I'm just going to set everywhere I place that concealer. And I am using the same sponge to do so. So for bronzer, I'm trying out the new BH Cosmetic Brilliance Bronzer in the shade Cocoa Cutie. And of course, I'm using the same contour brush. Yeah, so now I'm just going to bronze up my face with this beautiful bronzer, and I do really like it. This was my first time using it, and I really like the shade that I chose, and it's a really nice affordable bronzer. For blush, I'm using the ABH Radiant Blush Kit, and I'm taking the shade, what shade is this? I forgot the shade, you guys, but I will list everything down in the description box, of course. And I'm putting on the blush with my Real Techniques blush brush. And now I'm going to quickly just set my makeup with my CoverGirl setting spray. So while my makeup is setting, I like to go back in to complete my eyes. So I'm taking the same orange shade and the same purple shade I used on the lid, and I'm going to blend it out on my lower lash line. So I'm still blending each shade on my lower lash line. I really wanted it to be very smoky, so I just kept building up each color. And then I'm going to apply my Wet n Wild Lash Renegade mascara to my bottom lashes. Okay, so let's get into this glow, y'all. This is the Makeup Addiction Loose Highlight in the shade Orgasmic. And I am going to highlight my face with this. And I'm using the ABH highlighting brush, their number 23 brush. So I really am obsessed with this highlight, okay? And they do have more shades. They have a deeper gold shade, and they also have like a more gold shade. This is on the pink side, so this is what I use to highlight today. I'm going to pop it on my brow bone because y'all know I love a popping brow bone highlight. So for lips, I line my lips with my brown NK lip liner. You can find NK at the beauty supply store. So for lipstick, I'm using the ABH matte lipstick because I really love their lipsticks, you guys. And right on top, I'm also using one of their new lip glosses in the shade Estella, which is my new favorite lip gloss. It is so pretty. And right after that, I just went back in with more lip liner, and this is the completed look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I will talk to you all next time.
Back, guys. I've been doing a lot of kind of a bit more intense makeup looks recently, so I wanted to bring it back down to basics just a little bit. So this is the look that I'm doing. It is a more natural, everyday, wearable look that has a little bit of glam. You're still gonna look and feel beautiful, but you're not gonna feel like you are like totally done up. I'm gonna talk through all the steps with you guys and kind of just chit chat, and we'll get ready together. So let's get started. I'm starting off with an eye primer. This one is from Lorac. My first time using this. This is their behind the scenes eye primer. Even though I am doing a natural eye look today, because this is the type of makeup I want to wear, kind of do it in the morning and then wear it all day long. P.S. This eye primer is very silky going on. It feels really nice. Because I am doing this makeup in the morning and wearing it all day long, I want it to last. So eye primer is key for that. that felt really nice. We'll see how well this works throughout the day. So for this eye look, I'm keeping it really natural. The main thing is I want to use matte eyeshadows. First color that I'm using is this one from MAC. This is Soft Brown. I use this color a lot because it's just such a great crease color. It looks really natural. It's very similar to my skin tone. So what you want when you're picking out the color is you want something that's just a bit darker than your skin tone so it can show up. That's a little guide. It's so funny. I totally stopped using MAC shadows for a long time. I guess just because so many other things come out and you know, you want to try new products. But I have to say, I always go back to them because they are, for me, some of the best eyeshadows ever to use. They just work so well. Next, I'm going in with another neutral brown. This is Cork. I'm putting this color now just right in the socket. So not blending out as much, but I'm keeping it really light-handed because I don't want this to go on too heavy. Just the whole idea of this is that this is a very natural look you can wear all the time, any day. This is the type of look, if you practice doing it, you can do it in like 10 minutes flat because you just get so used to it. Okay, same color, same brush. I'm going in, just running that a little bit along my lower lash line. I'm kind of rubbing the brush into my lashes. So I think I'm gonna go in with this color, Vanilla from MAC, and I'm packing that on and I'm gonna blend it up towards the brown so they kind of just blend into each other. This is also matte, so it's keeping that matte vibe on the eyes. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the skin really glowy, which is just one of my favorite type of looks to do. And I'm also using Vanilla as my brow highlight color, which looks really pretty because it's matte. I don't necessarily like using eyeliner every day. Plus I feel like it takes long and you gotta really think about it and concentrate. So instead I'm gonna try to use eyeshadow and kind of a stippling brush. Let's see if this works. You could also wet your brush if you want with a little bit of Fix Plus. Let's actually try to do that. That'll make the shadow stick a bit more. So I'm just dipping it into the black, any black eyeshadow. I'm using Carbon. And then I'm pushing the brush into my lash line. This is just such an easy way to make your lashes look thicker because I am gonna throw on falsies. I personally love wearing false lashes with natural makeup because I think it's just, I don't know, it's so flattering. You could throw on falsies and your makeup totally looks done even though you didn't do much. So I'm a big fan of false lashes in case you guys didn't notice. That's it for the liner. Super simple. That literally took me, what, 3 seconds? That's all you really need to do. I don't know if you guys could hear this or not, but I have new neighbors that moved in downstairs and they're so loud. They're so loud. Like there's 2 of them and I just hear them talking all the time and it kind of drives me crazy a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I have to say my previous neighbor was, let's just say it's an improvement because my old neighbor was crazy. Like legit, I'm not even kidding, crazy. So I guess I shouldn't really be complaining because it's between crazy old neighbor or loud neighbors. I don't even know because she was the old neighbor was loud too. I don't even know which is better at this point, to be honest. Time for lashes. So I'm throwing on these ones from Salon Perfect. Speaking of lashes, I just posted a full tutorial on how to apply false lashes and I tried to include as much information as I possibly could. So I'm gonna link that video for you guys right here. Even my girlfriend, who's a makeup artist, said she picked up a couple tips. I thought that was the biggest compliment ever. Let me throw these lashes on first. My two best friends are both makeup artists and hairstylists. They're amazing and they inspire me all the time. So when they watch my videos and they like them, I'm just like, yay! I know that I did something right. They're two of the most talented people I know ever that do makeup, and I'm not just saying that because they're my friends. I swear I mean it. They both live in Toronto. Maybe one day when they come visit me in LA, they haven't been here yet, believe it or not. It's been almost 2 years. We have a long distance relationship. We talk every single day. At least five times a day, at least. I have a group chat with my two girlfriends. Do any of you guys do that at all? Like have a group chat like that? And I swear, like Alex, sometimes we leave each other voice notes and sometimes Alex is like, who are you talking to? Why do you guys tell each other every single detail? And I was like, I don't know, we can't help it. A lot of you guys were saying in the comments for the false lash video that when you guys try to do it, it never works out or the lashes don't stick. Practice, practice, practice. I promise. It took me a long time to like be able to master putting lashes on, but the more you do it, the more you practice, I promise you, it will definitely get easier for sure. So just keep trying, guys. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD foundation. Definitely one of my favorites, but I actually really like the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I sometimes mix the both together and it turns out really nice. Oh, I completely forgot to show you guys. I used this primer from Lise Watier as my base before I put foundation on. It's a really good pore minimizer. I've realized that I feel like in the last few years, I swear, I feel like my pores look bigger than ever. How come nobody tells you that you never really stop getting acne? Why am I still getting acne at my age? I totally still get pimples, which is so frustrating. Concealer, I'm using the MAC NC20 Select Moisture Cover, which I really love this concealer, but there's that Maybelline one that everybody on YouTube uses that I'm just like dying to try. I need to get my hands on it. I literally have seen everyone use this concealer from Maybelline. Do you guys know which one I'm talking about? It's got like the ball, and I need to try it. I absolutely have to try it. So I'm also using this as my highlighter. I'm doing this really fast, as you can tell, well, as I'm talking. All of this is just gonna make your face just look so bright and awake and alert, which is what I need most of the time. Because lately I've just been feeling, I've been waking up really early to go to the gym, and it definitely takes away from my beauty sleep, let's put it that way. Speaking of other YouTube videos, I wanted to let you guys know that one of the things that I really want to be doing this year is collabing with more beauty girls, because I love watching their videos and I always pick up little tips and information. Okay, I'm going in with powder. And there's so many great girls out there and I would love to do collabs with them. So if there's anyone that you would love for me to do a collab with, please leave it for me in the comments. I will reach out to them, see if they're interested. First of all, they might not even want to do a collab, but I will try. Next, I'm going in with some bronzer. And I'm really putting this all over because I feel like I pretty much lost all my color. I'm feeling really pale. So I kind of just want to bronze it all up. And I totally feel like bronzer is like an instant pick me up for your face. Like once you put bronzer on, you look like a whole new person. I don't know. That might be a slight exaggeration, but I'm sure some of you might agree though. Before I do anything else, I need to do my brows because I feel like that is just gonna put everything else in place. I'm using MAC Lingering Pencil, and this product that I just got from Maybelline that I'm gonna try. let's see how this works. I actually used it the other day and I was like, it felt a little bit weird. It's really thick. It kind of feels jelly, creamy, kind of hard to explain. But I feel like it also holds your brows in place. So I'm gonna just apply that as a base, brush through it. It looks really natural, which is nice. Apply a little bit more. Plus I feel it makes my eyebrows look thicker. Of course, if you're totally in a hurry, you could just do a brow gel rather than doing all of these steps. That's also another really great option. That is a thick brow. Wow, this thing just took on a life of its own. Okay, I think it's fair to say that this is like eyebrow fail. Eyebrow fail, guys. Not happy with what's happening with my brows, but I'm just gonna let them be because I could literally sit here for hours trying to fix this. So I'm just moving on. Okay, intermission. Guys, I was really unhappy with how those lashes were looking. I don't know why, it just did not look right. So I'm throwing these ones on instead. Let's see if these are better. So much better. I could not, like, it was totally those other lashes. I don't know if it's the liner that was throwing me off or what it was, but something was not working. So these ones are like a million times better. It just goes with the look so much more. I do say in my lashes video, there's so many different styles of lashes. Don't be afraid to play around, and if one doesn't look perfect and amazing, you could always try another one. Yay! I'm so glad I switched it because like that made the biggest difference, and now I love this look so much more. Okay, a little trick I like to do, the brush that I used with the black eyeshadow for the liner, so I'm just using this to kind of go in between my lashes to make sure it's super black, no skin is showing. And then what I like to do after that is to kind of close my eyes and squish them together. As weird as that looks. So a little bit of that black comes down into your waterline, but it's not a lot. It's just super natural, but it kind of gives your eyes a little something more. For blush, what do we want to do here? I'm using this one first from L'Oreal, Barely Blushing, kind of to give a little bit of a bronzer vibe, bronzer blush vibe first. I rarely ever use one blush. I think I always mix two blushes. Always. I don't know why. It's just something I've always done as a makeup artist. That's really pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild 831 Pearlescent Pink. I'm just going more on the apples. Just on the apples. To give a little bit of like cuteness. I don't know what word. Oh my god, everything's going everywhere. I'm losing my mind. This is really pretty though. This is exactly the vibe I wanted. Buxom Au Naturel. I wore this recently. I wore this in my my resolutions video, and you guys kept on asking, what's on your lips, what's on your lips? And this is what it was, which is a beautiful color. Obsessed, perfect everyday color. It's really matte though, just to warn you. It's so pretty. I love this. Okay, I need to make my lips, I need to perfect it though. Would you guys consider Buxom a drugstore product? I'm pretty sure I got it from Ulta, but I was like, is that considered drugstore? Is Ulta considered drugstore? I don't even know. I need to fix that. This is just concealer. You could definitely just do this with a Q-tip, but I just like how perfect that makes your lips. I love this lip color. It is beautiful. Okay, almost at the end of this. I'm using this highlighter from MAC. This bronzy tone. Look how pretty that is. One of my favorite people on Instagram is Reezy. Do you guys know who she is? And her makeup is amazing, but the reason I actually really like her because she's hilarious on Snapchat, and I know some people can't stand her, but I actually think she's really funny. But the point of the story is that she is all about the highlighter, and she says just when you think that you've put enough, go back and add a lot more. So that, I totally take that tip and I use it now.
Hey guys, so in today's video I'm gonna be showing you how to achieve the look that I'm wearing right now. Now this year I created only one fall look and I'm not happy about that. One is just not enough. I didn't get enough of fall looks. I want to create a couple more. I wanna play with colors that remind of the fall. I'm just not ready for the winter yet. I absolutely love today's look. I just love that everything is so matte on the eyes, and I don't know, it's so pretty. I hope you guys like it as much as I do, and without losing any time, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so I'm starting off with my brows and foundation on. I just wanted to skip them today and focus on the eyes because honestly, foundation and brows, they take me like a million years to get them done. So I also have some concealer under my eyes, but all the things that I have on my face will be down in the description box. Now jumping straight to the eyes, I'm taking this concealer. This is actually a foundation by Catrice, and taking it on a flat brush. I'm just gonna take a very small amount of it on this brush here by BH Cosmetics, and applying that from the crease all the way up to the brow bone. Gonna kind of blend it out a little bit with my Real Techniques makeup sponge, and setting it with some face powder just so that it won't crease. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I want to even up my skin tone. See how nice and smooth the skin looks on this eye. And see this one. I have some visible veins and, you know, some stuff that I want to cover up so that I have a very nice and smooth and flawless base for the eyeshadows. For the lid, I'm going to use this color paint here by Makeup Forever. Someone can actually confuse those for being lip glosses or lipsticks. And these are drying out like super duper fast, so you have to be a little bit quick. I'm actually gonna switch to my finger and kind of press it to my skin so that, you know, it looks a little bit smoother and more evenly applied. I like that it's, oh, I have some on my finger. I like that it's not like super screaming yellow color. It looks kind of like a mustard, like, I don't know, it's very soft. I like it a lot. Now I'm gonna tone it down even more, so I'm taking this Zoeva matte spectrum palette. Looks like that. I love the Zoeva eyeshadows, and I'm taking this shade right here. Actually I'm gonna mix these two colors here, and I'm gonna apply that mixture in the inner half of my eye, keeping it on top of that paint that I just applied all over my eyelid. Alright, so I'm gonna warm up the outer corner of my eye using this eyeshadow here. I'm taking it on the Sigma E44 and applying that in the outer corners of my eyes. As you can see, I'm keeping it in the outer half of my eyelid, but I'm also slightly bringing it in my crease right here. You don't want to go really high with this eyeshadow, just bring it very slightly in the crease. Now I'm gonna just go very lightly with the brush and start blending it with those yellow kind of orangey colors in the inner half. I'm also gonna add some of this brick color here and applying it in the very outer corner of my eye. Let's say I'm keeping it in the outer third of the eye. I suggest I start blending now because it looks really harsh. So I'm going again with that orangey color. Actually, I'm gonna mix it with the one next to it. So taking these two on the same brush, and I'm gonna start diffusing all the harsh lines in the crease. I'm doing small circular motions and blending it out. You don't want to have a ton of product on your brush when blending out. You just want to have a very small amount so that it's easier for the blending, but you don't want to add lots of eyeshadows in this area right here. You want to create a fading effect. You don't want to build up colors here. Oh my god, this really reminds me of the colors of the For You guys. I like it so much, but I kind of want to add some dark brown. I'm torn between making it a little bit darker or keeping it like that. I don't know. I'll probably add some dark brown. So I'm gonna use this palette here by I'm sorry, my little palette. This is a palette by Makeup Addiction. It's called Flaming Love. And I'm gonna take some of these and this. Oh my god, I'm mixing so many eyeshadows today. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I just feel like this brown is like a little bit too warm brown and this is too cold brown. So I'm gonna mix them together, get something in between. And I'm placing that in the outer third of my eye. Switching to that bigger blending brush by Zoeva, I have no additional product on it, just whatever I had left from blending the previous eyeshadows. And I'm gonna start diffusing the harsh lines into the lid area and up to the crease. I'm using my favorite Essence waterproof liquid eyeliner to create a wing. And then I'm also gonna glue on some falsies. These are the velour lashes in the style Flash It. I like that this look is like all matte. I'm always finding myself reaching towards the shimmery eyeshadows and something, you know, that is sparkly. Today I decided to keep it all matte and I think it's actually really pretty. So moving on to the face, I'm gonna add some color with this bronzer here by Makeup Geek. It's called Sunkissed. Also on my forehead. And I will highlight my face with the Benefit Dandelion highlighter. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up with the lower lash line. I'm taking again that palette by Makeup Addiction. And again, I'm mixing these two colors here. And with the Sigma E30, I'm applying them along my lower lashes. I'm basically smudging them with the tip of that brush in between my lashes. To blend it out, taking some of that orangey shade from that Zoeva Matte Spectrum palette, and with the Morphe M506, I'm blending it out. Coating my lower lashes with some mascara. You guys know that I avoid doing that, but I think that this look deserves it. And after that, I'm also adding some black pencil in my waterline. My neighbors decided to destroy their apartment today. I'm sorry if you can hear them. My eyebrow is itchy. Okay, for the lips, I'm gonna first apply this gorgeous nude color. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a matte lipstick by Maybelline and the shade is 930. And on top of it, just a tiny little bit of this Too Faced liquid lipstick called Naughty by Nature. That might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. And taking my finger, I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, and last thing that I want to do, I'm gonna add some of that highlighter in the inner corners of my eyes. And that's going to complete this look. And this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you like how it turned out. I love the eye look. I just love how the colors look together, and it really reminds me of those fall colors, you know, when the leaves they start to get brown and yellow. I think that my two most inspiring seasons are fall and spring. I mean, the colors of the spring, everything around is so pretty. Same goes for the fall, but it's a little bit more sad. That's why we kept the things a little bit more dark today. But anyway, just these are some random thoughts. I hope you guys like the look. I don't want to take it off, to be honest with you, like never. Can I go to bed like this and wake up like this and have this look on my face like forever? Well, I don't think so. Anyway, I hope you guys like how this look turned out, and if you do, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Hey guys, today's video is going to be on this makeup look right here. This is a full drugstore look, and I'm also using affordable brushes as well. I really like this look. It's an intense eyeliner, but everything else is really soft, like the soft pink in the crease, and the face is really soft as well, but the eyeliner is very intense. It kind of comes in on the inner corners, a little bit cat eye-ish. This is a little bit different for me because I rarely ever wear eyeliner, but after I did this look, I'm like eyeliner crazy. I love it. So I really hope you guys enjoy this look, and let me know in the comments what you think. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to prime my eyelids as usual. I like primers like this that also work as a base because they cover up all those ugly little veins on my eyelids. And that was the LA Girl Pro Primer. I'm going to dip my finger into this white eyeshadow in the Sonia Kashuk Eye Neutral palette. I'm using my finger because the only eyeshadow I don't love in this palette is the white one. It's a little bit chalky, so I like to use my finger. Then I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush from Delium Tools. I will link all the brushes down below as well. So I'm taking this fluffy crease brush from Delium Tools, and I'm applying that pink color directly in the crease, and I am putting this sucker everywhere. I want it very pink in my crease. Then I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to dip it into this cool tone brown. It's a light cool tone tannish taupey color, and I'm going to start applying this on the outer V of my eye and bringing it into my crease. So I'm just packing it on the outer V and dragging it into the crease. This eyeshadow brush is really easy to do that since it's fluffy but flat at the same time. Going back into the Sonia Kashuk palette, I'm going to take this super taupey purplish kind of color, and on that same brush I'm going to just do the exact same things. So on the outer V and then bringing it into my crease, I'm using these two shades to kind of, you know, create some dimension, and so it, you know, has different colors, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going to take this little trio from Wet n Wild. This is the Walking on Eggshells trio, and I'm mixing those two shades I was pointing at, and I'm going to apply this on the inner half of my lid using this e.l.f. brush. This is the $1 brush. And then I'm going to dip my fluffy brush again into the pink, and I'm just going to blend everything out. Sorry, I feel like I'm moving too fast. I'm going to dip that same e.l.f. brush into the white, really packing it into the white, and applying this to my brow bone as a highlight. I'm going to take this darker brown in the palette. It's also very cool tone, but I'm applying this right at the outer V of my eye to create a darkness on the outer corners. This is just a darker brown than the other ones we were using. And then I'm going to use my NYC liquid liner, and I'm going to apply a very thick wing. So what I like to do is I like to draw the line first and then do this and then fill it in. So I do that kind of wing first, and then I start brushing little strokes in the inner corners just to connect everything. And then, yeah, I got out of frame, but all I did was fill in that part. Does that make sense? I really suck at eyeliner, but I just did my typical wing. I go back and I fix it, but I just did like a basic thick wing. Do whatever you guys want. You don't have to do that. So I prime my face with a luminous primer, and then I'm going to mix these two foundations. This is the Maybelline Fit Me and the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I like to mix these two because I have dry skin. So sometimes the Fit Me, the original, is a little bit too dewy, which I do love, but mixing it with the new Matte and Poreless creates a beautiful, like, natural satin finish. I love this combination. And I'm using a small stipple brush. A small stipple brush from e.l.f. because you have to work in sections with the Matte and Poreless because it dries really, really fast. And then I realized I had no earrings on. Fail. So I'm just working in sections, and I love this brush. It gets in the nooks and crannies of everything. I don't know, I really like it, so that's what I'm doing. Then I'm gonna add some concealer to my under eyes. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Natural, and then I'm gonna highlight some more. So I'm using the Rimmel Conceal and Highlight little highlighter concealer thing, and I'm gonna apply this all over my face to highlight my face as well. I'm going to use this brush from e.l.f. This is their tapered highlighter brush, and I'm going to use that to blend it all in. I really love e.l.f. brushes. The Studio line is really affordable and really soft, like very soft. I love them. So I'm just blending that all in. Then I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 135 Creamy Natural, and I'm going to set my concealer on my face. But to set my under eye concealer, I'm using this e.l.f. under eye setting powder. I like it because it's like light reflecting. It reminds me a lot of the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening powder, but it's $3 and not like a million. Then after that, I'm going to finish off my eyes, and I'm going to take that same liquid liner, and now I'm going to start connecting this into the inner part of my eye. Does that make sense? I'm making like a little triangle right in the inner tear duct, and usually I don't add eyeliner there, but I think it creates like a sexy cat eye look, as you can see right there. So that is what I did, and I feel like it ties the eyeliner together really nicely. So then after that, I'm going to take some black eyeliner. I have been loving this. This is from NYX. It's their like gel eyeliner in black. It's new. It's like their new eyeliner. It's amazing, guys. It's super black. Look, look, look. So black. I really love it. I'm going to take this Eco Tools angled brush, and I'm going to dip it into the black eyeshadow, and I'm going to set the eyeliner, like bringing it really, 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 really close to my waterline. And yeah, it's just going to intensify the eyeliner on the lower lash line. So after that, I applied mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and then I went in with some Red Cherry 415 lashes. Just finish off the eye look, I'm going to dip this Morphe crease brush into that brown shade, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner like that. Like I'm just going to apply it really softly right in the outer V, kind of in the crease, and I feel like it's just going to add a little bit more dimension and finish off the eyes. So then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, just my face makeup. I'm going to take this NYX High Definition blush in the shade Taupe, and I'm going to use this to contour. This is a e.l.f., what is this? A powder brush from e.l.f., like a, I think it's like a powder foundation brush. And I love it for contouring because it's not too small, but it's not too big. This is a very ashy blush, like a taupey color, very ashy, so perfect for contouring. But just to warm up the skin a little bit, not too much, I'm going to dip that same brush into my NYC Sun and Bronze bronzer in Montauk Bronze. It's just going to warm it up a little bit because that taupe blush is like gray, like hella gray, like super, super ashy, so you do have to be a little bit careful. After that, I'm going to take this beautiful like tulip style brush from Delium Tools, and I'm going to use this to apply my blush. This is the NYX High Definition blush in Soft Spoken, I believe. I will leave all the information in the description box. It's a really pretty light peachy color. Love this blush. Then of course to highlight, my Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in Naturally Nude, and I'm applying that with an e.l.f. blush brush to the tops of my cheekbones and on the bridge of my nose and all that good stuff. Then I'm just going to do my lips. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in Natural, I believe it's what it's called, and the reason I'm applying this lip liner is because the lipstick I'm going to put on top looks awful without a lip liner underneath because it settles into my lines really badly. None of the rest of those lipsticks in that line do, but that one kind of settles. But I love the color, so I have to put a lip liner underneath. And I'm using the Milani Moisture Matte Lipstick in Matte Innocence. So yeah guys, that completes this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! cover up tattoos with this. Look. Oh my god, I can't even make sense. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this everyday fall natural makeup look right here. I feel like there's so many bold looks going around right now, and especially with the autumn season, but I wanted to throw something in there that's a little bit more natural and everyday that you can wear in between the Halloween costumes and the bold lips and the bold eyes. Something that's more wearable. I just decided to mix it up a little bit and add a cool tone look on my eyes, and then I added the Kylie lip, the new Kylie lip in autumn, mixed it with a little bit of the new Kylie liquid lip in Libra, and I created this look right here. I think it's very fresh and fall and beautiful, and somebody can wear this like every single day. Yes, purple is not natural, lashes are not natural, but they are my natural. You can take little pieces from here, customize it to your own look. Let me know how it works out for you. Tag me on your pictures and comment below if you decide to do something like this, because then that would make me really happy. Okay. But anyways, if you want to learn how to get this look, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the quad family. And without further ado, let's get on with this video. Okay, to start my makeup off, I'm going to use my brow pencil from Anastasia. This is the Brow Wiz in dark brown. So I'm just going to fill them in, just following the natural shape. This is like a brow that I would do every day on a normal basis. I like them looking a little bit more natural these days. So like when it comes to right underneath the brow, I just make sure that there's no harsh line right underneath there, just so it looks more effortless and natural. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. Lately, I like to leave a little bit of space in between my brows. It just gives it this undone, imperfect look that I love. For primer, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer right here. It's a hydrating primer. You know how I feel about hydrating primers. I love them. Oh my god, this is literally like putting on hydrating face cream, more so than a primer. I like the thickness of this primer. It's not too thick, it's just enough to where you feel like your skin is quenched, like your skin is drinking a glass of water. And right on my T-zone, I'm gonna take the Professional from Benefit to help fill in those pores, those large pores. This is actually a birthmark that I have, but you can see this Professional, oh my gosh, look at it. Blurs all the pores out. GLOWY just came out with a new foundation. It's this one right here. It's the Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. It has hyaluronic acid in it. Also, it dries matte, and it's supposed to be oil-free. So it's good for you guys out there who have oily skin, but it's supposed to be lightweight enough so you don't feel like your pores are being clogged and you can't breathe. Just because my skin's really dry, I like to make sure that it looks as hydrated and plump as possible and nothing settles into the fine lines. This is supposed to be very lightweight, so let's see how this works on our skin today. On my skin today, this is the shade Latte. So I'm gonna take that on the back of my hand and I'm gonna mix in almond with it. It's just a tad bit lighter. So, ooh, that might be a little bit too dark for me. I'm gonna put in a little bit more of the almond shade and mix that into my skin. Immediately, it covered up everything, just like a cake of foundation. Not in a bad way, just covered up all of the imperfections so quickly. So you probably don't need as much as I put on my hand. It covered up my veins. You can cover up tattoos with this. My green veins are gone. That is crazy. I'm gonna work this down into my neck so everything matches. Make sure you get underneath your choker so you don't look like your head's disconnected. Wow, this is definitely full coverage foundation. It doesn't feel thick at all, which is cool, but it's intense. The only thing about foundations that dry matte that I've noticed recently on my skin is that they settle in to my pores and little tiny lines. And so when I do wear these types of foundation, I won't set it. I don't care if I go about my day and it kind of wears off throughout the day if I'm by myself. I don't mind that. I'm still setting my under eyes, but I'm not setting the entire face because I will look like a extreme cake face. I feel like you don't need very many layers of this foundation. Once it's on your skin, it does the job pretty quick. I'm just gonna use my foundation as a base. Make sure there's no lines. I wanna use the new Kylie purple eyeshadow kit. Is that what it's called? The Kai Shadow Kit. I want to use this. It's so beautiful and it has those like everyday fall looking colors. I'm going to go ahead and take Stone, which is this color right here. I'm going to grab it with my Luxie brush. This is the Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush. So I wanted to create something that we can do every day. It doesn't have to be super bold. Go ahead and blend this out. in my crease. I really like this as a crease color. And an option for somebody who doesn't like to put a ton of eyeshadow on every day as their everyday look is just taking an eyeshadow color and just washing it on your lid up into the crease. You can use a brush, you can use your finger, whatever you think works best for you. And you don't have to always do like a crease color and a lid color. That's not something that is always easy for everyone, and everybody has their own little routines for an everyday look. So mine just happens to be all these steps because I really love makeup and I like taking my time with it, and I like to play around with creating dimension and depth and on my face. So that's why I go into the crease and the lid and the outer crease. I'm gonna take this purple right here. It's the shade Turning Violet right here. And I'm gonna focus that on the outer part of the crease. And then I'm gonna take this purple right here. This is Wine and Dine. And I'm gonna use the same brush and hit the outer edges with it. Just come in a little further. And I wanna keep the lid space pretty open just because that's what gives this look more of a natural effect, or more of an everyday kind of wearable look, rather than putting it all over the lid. This is pretty much all the eyeshadow I'm gonna use on my eye. So I'm gonna go right underneath the lash line with this, right on the outer corners. So I'm gonna take these lashes right here from Lily Lashes. These are Goddess. She has some of my favorite all-time lashes, and these are one of my everyday natural go-to eyelashes. So I'm gonna get the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in Mystic Black and just start to work that on the tips of my lashes, my real lashes. I won't go all the way in just because I don't feel like it really needs it all the way in there, and then you might accidentally get some on your eyelid and you don't want that. So I'm gonna go and just touch on the very tips of my natural lashes. So I'm gonna take these guys and smush. Now our lashes are on. I feel so much better with lashes. Wait. I'm also gonna take this Jouer Slim Cream eyeliner in Matte Nude. I'm just gonna run that right in my inner waterline because I've been so tired. I feel like my eyes are red and fatigued looking. Using a nude pencil on that waterline will make them look brighter, more awake, and just look like you have a healthy looking eye overall. The concealer I'm using today is from Urban Decay. It's the Naked Skin Concealer in light neutral. That down here, highlight a little bit with it. I always like my concealers to be a little bit lighter than the rest of my face just because it adds a little bit more dimension. For the rest of the face, I'm just gonna contour with the Benefit Hoola Quickie Contour Stick and just go right here. I feel like this is a very natural looking contour and I don't want anything crazy looking for an everyday look, so I'm just gonna do a quick little contour. And then what's next? So I'm gonna put on this bronzer from Too Faced. It's a cream bronzer. It's called Toasted Peach, and I'm gonna work this in with my finger. And lately I just have been loving creams for an everyday kind of look. I just feel like it looks more natural. The highlight that I'm going to be using is from Benefit. This is the What's Up highlight. It's more like a cream to powder. So I'm just going to pop it on my cheeks. So this is a really natural highlight. It's more of a wearable everyday kind of highlight. It's not blinding, but when you like move to the side, you can kind of see that your face has a little bit of a glow to it. I'm going to set my under eyes once everything kind of dries down a little bit more. I'm actually going to take this peach blush just to add a little bit of color to my cheeks. This is from Too Faced as well. It's called So Peachy. It's a bright peach color. Actually, it's a bright pink color. And I'm going to take that, and I'm gonna use just a tiny bit of it right on the apples of my cheeks and spread it out back into the hairline. I have the new Kylie liquid lip. She came out with the shade Autumn, which is perfect for fall. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to line my lips with Autumn and then go in with Libra. For the inner corners, I'm gonna take Trophy, which is this beautiful bronze shade right here. And I'm just taking a concealer brush and popping it right on there.
Hey beauty babes, so I'm going to recreate this look that I did this past weekend. It's a Desi / Indian cultural look, If you guys want to see how I did it, just stay tuned and keep watching. First, I'm priming my face with the Farsali 24 Karat Rose Gold Elixir, and then Benefit Cosmetics Professionals Primer. And of course, for foundation, I'm using my go-to MAC Studio Fix in NC42. I just love the coverage, it's amazing. I feel like there's no color correcting required with this foundation. Using Tarte Shape Tape and medium sand to conceal and highlight. Using my foundation brush, what I'm doing is I'm going to start bouncing it into my skin. I'm not going to wipe it off. I'm like tapping it in and pushing it into my skin so it gives you more of a better coverage. I like the shade in Fenty Beauty's Contour Stick in Mocha because I feel like it's not too dull of a gray for my skin. It gives it a nice shadow effect without it looking too gray or without it being too orange, if that makes sense. Going in with my Sigma small contour brush in F05, I'm just buffering out the contour that I just placed. It looks like it takes a lot of time to buff out, but it really doesn't. And I do love the size of this brush because I feel like I get the best control of it. So this Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo Compact is my favorite thing to use because the color is so perfect to bronze out my contour, and the highlight, oh my god, the way it picks up the light, I love it. But I can't seem to find it anymore in Sephora. I'm using Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder to set my under eye and carve out my contour. Look at my little bunny hopping around in the back. I prefer to keep my translucent powder under my eye and basically bake with it because after I'm done or while I'm doing my eye look, if I have any fallouts, all I have to do is basically brush it off. For my brows, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. To start off, what I do is I outline my shape at the bottom of my brow, and then I just start slowly darkening it from the ends of the brow, moving into the front of the brow. And then slowly I start feathering it up as I get closer to the front of the brow. This palette has such great colors, especially for carnival looks. Well, what I'm doing now is going in with the bright magenta shade and using my Sigma tapered blending brush in E35, I'm just blending out that color on my crease. Yeah, it does involve a lot of blending, but I'm trying to get such a pigmented look, so I'm just adding more and more color on until I get like the preferred perfect magenta shade. Using the Magic by Juvia's palette, I'm going in with the red, and I'm using my Morphe M330 brush, and I'm picking up that red shade, and I'm going into my crease, and I'm packing it in there and blending it out so it creates more of a darker transition shade between the magenta and the red. I have a lot of red burgundy hue palette shades, and I didn't even think I had that much until I did this look. But what I'm doing with the mauve palette from the Beauty, I'm going in and I'm just darkening in corners of my lid to create more of a halo look. Look guys, I know my palette has gone through a lot. It's honestly one of my favorites. Don't judge me, but it does still have a great amount of Noir in it, and I do use it for a lot of my looks. So yeah, if one of you guys can find that palette for me, please let me know. I'll gladly buy it again. But I'm going in with Noir, and I'm darkening what I previously did with the Huda Beauty palette. So I'm giving it more of a gritty dimension. And I'm bringing it up to my crease, if you can see. Darkening it out to make it look like it's deeper than it is. I'm going back in with the magenta shade, the first color and the first brush I used to create that transition shade I first had. So this brush I actually got in my BoxyCharm. It's called Alamar. It doesn't have a number or anything on it, but I just added my Shape Tape Concealer. I added it to the middle of my eye, and then I looked up and basically created where I'm supposed to place my cut crease. Once you have that guideline for your concealer, what you're going to do is start patting it on to create the shape in the center of your eye. So it gives you that halo effect. You could already see that you're already getting that effect with just a concealer. I know I look super crazy just blinking up like that, but it does really help create that guideline. I promise you guys, give it a try. The highlighters in this palette are so pigmented. I love it for shadows. It's amazing. I didn't even think I would like it this much, but I really do. I wish I gave it a try sooner. But I'm going in with the gold, and I'm taking that same brush, and I'm just placing it where I placed my concealer. With all the previous colors I used before, I'm going back in with a fluffier brush, and I'm just packing it on the gold just a little bit so it creates more of a halo shape on the eye. And then the color is going to show through a lot more through the gold, so it looks really nice. And again, with the Huda palette, the colors I used previously, I'm going under my eye and smoking that out. I did show two options for gold glitter. I used my Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy, and what I did was I started by creating the crease with the gold glitter and then sparingly brought down what was left on the brush with the gold glitter onto my lids to give it that pop. You don't have to do this, but I just loved it the way it looked, especially for an Indian, event. There goes hubby. So what I'm doing now is brushing off all the excess loose powder with a fluffy brush. To apply blush, I use my Sigma Duo Fire Powder / Blush Brush in F15, and I'm using MAC's Blush and Fever. Of course, I had to use this gold for highlighter too, so I'm going back in with Jeffree Star's palette using my Sigma Tapered Highlighter Brush in F35, and I'm placing the highlighter where the sun would naturally hit the points of my skin. Aside from Inglot's black gel liner in 77, I do love my NYX skinny liner. It's amazing. It's so easy to use, easy to handle. Yes, Aria? Especially with this little one, I feel like I get the look done faster and the wing on point. So I actually went into my Pretty Vulgar gel liner and I dipped the tip of this eyeliner inside and I just started to do my wing. And it just goes on so smoothly with it. That's just one of my quick beauty hacks, a little mom thing. It saves time and it works perfect. Lash Paradise is such a great drugstore mascara. Did use falsies for this look. I used Cocoa Lashes in the style Aria. I just wasn't able to film me applying them. This duo is MAC, the Pencil and Whirl, and Dose of Colors Truffle. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, you know, just DM me or just leave it down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
My hair is just so not cute today.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we're gonna be testing out so many new exciting products. Oh my goodness. These are products that I have literally had in a bin like by my filming table for like 2 weeks now, being like, I want to try these, but I wanted to get like a full face of products that I could test out, and there are so many new things that have come out that we're gonna be trying today. For the most part, today is gonna be more higher end makeup, like stuff you can get at Sephora and Ulta. I did just do a full video where I tested all new stuff from the drugstore, so I will link that down below if you guys are interested, but for today it's gonna be more like prestige products, I guess you could call it. Like we have the new Benefit foundation, the new Tarte concealers, the new Huda Beauty powders, and the new Fenty palette, and like a bunch of other stuff too. So I am super pumped. But anyways, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and also click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you guys can be notified of all of my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Up first, we are going to prep our face, and this product is the only product that we're going to be using today that is not a first impressions. I have used this many times in the past, and this is the Honey Skin Ultimate Face and Body Cream. Thank you so much to Honey Skin for sponsoring today's video. But that's why I'm including it in today's video, even though it's not a first impressions, because I would never be like sponsored by a product as a first impressions, because that literally makes no sense. Like, how am I supposed to know if I like it or not? So I have been testing this out for quite a while, and I really love this. It's a face and body cream, so you can use it on your body and you can use it on your face as a facial moisturizer. And I really wish that I had a picture or like some sort of footage of this thing that I had on my hand right here. Like last month, I had this like rash. It was like right here. Oh, my self tanner looks terrible from that angle. Huh. But it was like literally like right in here, and it was like literally raw skin. It hurt so bad. My skin was flaking off. It was really red, really dry. It was like chapped. I didn't know what was going on. It was just like this small patch on the side of my thumb, and I had never experienced that before, and I don't know what it was from. Like, I tried to look it up and be like, is it psoriasis? Is it eczema? I don't know what it was, but right around the time that I started to notice that on my hand, I was sent this product, and I actually like bought a bunch of like higher end like bougie hand creams and stuff from Sephora and other skincare brands, and like nothing was working, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And then I started to use this when I got it sent to me, and I was like, oh my god, it's literally completely gone. So I put this on my hands before I go to bed and when I wake up in the morning, and it has not come back, thank God. And you can't even see that like I ever had anything there, but it was really bad and honestly really hurt. Like even when you hold your phone, like your phone goes right there, so it really hurt. And I honestly think this product is what made it go away, because as soon as I started using this, it went away. So I'm obsessed with it from that standpoint, but it's also really nice to apply on your face too as a base before you do your makeup, so that's what we're gonna be using it as today. So I'm just gonna go in with about this much. It soaks into your skin super quickly, which is another reason why I love to use it before makeup, because you don't have to like wait forever for it to dry and kind of like soak into your skin like other moisturizers can. And this brand is completely cruelty-free as well, and they are based in the US. They're a family-owned business, which I love. And this cream is completely fragrance-free, and it's all organic ingredients, so you don't have to worry about it if you have sensitive skin. Alrighty, so now that our skin is all nice and prepped, we are gonna go in with foundation. I have the new Benefit foundation here. I have it in shade 5 and 6, so we'll see. I'm gonna go in with 5 first. This is the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. Now, I know this is not supposed to be full coverage, so I'm gonna try and keep that in mind, because normally I like full coverage foundations. This is just supposed to be light to medium, and it does have SPF 15 in it too, so this would actually be like a great summer foundation, especially if you're going to like the pool or the beach or something, but you want a little coverage. So we're gonna try it out, and I do really like the packaging on this. I think it's cute. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. Oh my god, it's so liquidy. Do you guys hear that? It literally sounds like a water bottle inside. Oh, All right, so let's go ahead and, oh, okay. It's flowing out the top. Maybe you're not supposed to shake it. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm just gonna apply it to my skin. Oh my god, it's literally just coming. I'm not even pressing it, and it's like flying out of the top.
So maybe don't shake this foundation. That was probably my fault. I just like always, I don't know, I always shake my foundations before I apply it. Okay, it stopped. So it was just like the initial from me shaking it. It feels really silky like upon me applying it to my cheeks. So that's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. I just have a beauty blender. This is actually giving me more coverage than I thought it was going to. I kind of thought it was going to be like Makeup Forever had a foundation a while ago that was like a water kind of foundation. I don't remember what it was called, but I didn't like that foundation, and that's what I thought this one was going to be like, but this one definitely gives you more coverage than that one did. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, comment it down below. It was like, I don't know, but it's from Makeup Forever. It was very, very, very light coverage, and I wasn't a fan of it, but this one seems to be giving me more coverage. And it seems like shade 5 did pretty much work like pretty well for me. I'm not gonna go in with 6 at all. This seems dark enough. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by this. Like obviously I just applied it, so I don't know how it's gonna wear on my skin. I will put that down below in the description box if you guys are interested in that. And I don't know how like the other makeup we're gonna apply is gonna layer on top of it. But upon first application, I think it actually looks really nice. It's not full coverage, but it's much more fuller of coverage than I thought it was gonna be. Like it still definitely is going to give you a nice coverage. And yeah, I actually really, really like this. I think it looks really beautiful and like natural on my skin, so pretty impressed. All right, now back onto the other end of the spectrum, the full coverage side, which is where I normally hang out. We're gonna be trying out a new concealer. This is actually not new, it's newly repackaged, plus they came out with more shades. But they've had the creaseless concealer from Tarte for quite a while now, but it used to come in a little squeezy tube. And honestly, I never tried it because I'm just not crazy about like concealers and squeezy tubes. I much prefer doe foot applicators, which is what this foundation has now. So I'm super excited about the new packaging, and this is still a first impressions to me because to the best of my knowledge, I have tried a lot of makeup in the past, but I really don't think I've ever tried the concealer. I remember seeing it, but I don't think I ever tried it just because it was in that squeezy tube, so it didn't kind of like appeal to me. So yeah, we have a little applicator, so I'm gonna try it today. I have this in shade light medium, so we're just gonna go ahead and apply it to our under eyes. You guys know that Tarte Shape Tape is my jam. I feel like with this one, I should use less. I think I read that somewhere, like you don't need a lot of this, a little goes a long way, so I'm going to use less. I tend to use a lot of Shape Tape just because I love it, so I can go a little overboard. But I'm gonna try not to do that today. With this one, I am noticing as applying it to my under eyes, the light medium in this concealer seems to be a little bit darker than the Shape Tape light medium, because that's normally the shade that I use in Shape Tape. This looks a little darker, but it should still be fine for my under eyes. I'm gonna put it down my nose as well. But yeah, Shape Tape is like my go-to, y'all know that. So we will see how this compares. And I have a nice blemish here thanks to Aunt Flo, so we're gonna cover that up too. Was that TMI? Probably. It definitely feels thicker than Shape Tape upon application, but hopefully when we blend it out, it'll be good. And this is supposed to be like very full coverage. It almost looks like kind of dewy, which I'm surprised. I don't know that it says that it's supposed to be matte or anything. I guess I just like assumed that, but it doesn't seem like matte. Like it definitely is kind of like a dewy, more natural finish, which I don't mind at all. I'm gonna go and blend it out on my under eyes, which is where I'll really be able to tell. Wow, yeah, it's like literally really dewy. Like, can you guys see that? Huh. So not what I expected, but I do really like it. This shade though is definitely darker in this concealer though. So like if you're normally light medium Shape Tape, go down a shade I would say in this concealer, just because this definitely looks darker than the concealer that I normally use on my under eyes. All right, so that is it all blended out. I feel like my skin looks so like hydrated and glowy today with that like concealer and the foundation and the face cream kind of combo I have going on, and I don't mind it. This concealer is definitely very, very different than Shape Tape. Like consistency, the way it blends out, the way it looks on the skin is all completely different. Shape Tape is very matte. I don't want to use the term drying because I don't find Shape Tape to be drying on my skin, but it's not this kind of glowy finish that this concealer has. And for me personally, I don't know, I like them both, but I don't think that I'm gonna be trading in this concealer for Shape Tape. And it's not even the fact that it's dewy. I don't really know what it is. I just like Shape Tape better. I think Shape Tape actually gives me a little more coverage. Maybe it's because I do use a lot of Shape Tape and I didn't use that much of this product. But I think if you almost want a more natural look, this might be better for you than Shape Tape. If you think Shape Tape is a little bit too much just because it is like matte and full coverage and gonna cover up everything, like maybe you would like this and just use a little bit of it to dab underneath your eyes. eyes. So I do think it's nice. I definitely will use this, but I'm not gonna be trading my Shape Tape for this just yet. Alrighty, now we're gonna go ahead and set that concealer, and I am so excited because I have the new Huda Beauty powders. These are her, what are these called? Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. So I have all of them, like all of the different shades, and I was kind of just looking at them to see which one I thought would be best. I'm either gonna use Banana Bread, which is this one on the bottom right here, or I think this one might be a little bit better. This is Pound Cake, so it's a little bit lighter than Banana Bread, so I think this is what I'm gonna use to set and kind of brighten my under eyes. And there actually is a little brush that comes with this too, which is super cute, which I'm gonna use. You use this, I think, to pack it on, and then you use this to dust it away because you actually like are supposed to bake with this powder. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't normally bake, but today we're going to. Oh my God. I just opened it. It smells so good. I didn't expect it to really have a smell. It smells delicious. It's like rosy, I would say. Which I guess that's not delicious. Why would you eat a flower? But it smells really, really nice. Like I would like that in a perfume, I think. So I'm gonna kind of tip it over and put some into the cap. It is a little bit messy. Like when I opened it, there was a lot in the top here, but I mean, it's kind of every loose powder for the most part. But yeah, so I have this much in the top here. I'm gonna take this end and apply this to my under eyes. I hope I'm using the right side of the brush for this, but I think this is what you're supposed to do. Just gonna apply it to this whole area. This smell, I love it, but if you are sensitive to smell, I don't know if you were like this, because it is decently strong. I don't mind it, but yeah, just something to note. It is a pretty strong scent. I'm gonna set my nose too. So it says to let that sit for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can go and brush away the excess with this side. So I will see you guys in 3 to 5 minutes. All right, it has been 4 minutes, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, my under eyes do feel a little bit dry. I'm not used to baking. I don't normally bake just because I do have dry skin, but that's what this product was meant for, so that's why I wanted to test it like that. I'm gonna go away and brush away the excess. It doesn't feel like terrible, but it definitely feels a bit dry, but I don't think it's the product, honestly. I just think it's like the baking concept. Like if I didn't use so much of it and just went in with my regular brush just to set and like use what I needed, I would probably have liked it better, I think. So I definitely want to give it another try, but upon just baking, I think it was a little too drying for my under eyes, just because my skin is so dry. But it does look nice on my under eyes. I will give it that. Now for our powder, this is brand new from Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. Oh my God, I didn't even see that it was waterproof. That is cool. Wow, so I guess that you can like use this to make your foundation, everything waterproof. Oh wow, I didn't open this. Like this is my first time looking at it. This is amazing packaging. All right, Urban Decay. Okay, I am excited about this because you guys know their All Nighter Setting Spray is like my fave. This is what it looks like. It does have a little bit of a tint to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with this. Wow, I'm really excited about this. I didn't read that it said waterproof at first. This is really, really nice, actually. It gives like a tiny, tiny tint to the skin, but like nothing like significant. And it does have a matte finish to it. It is gonna make the skin matte, but it doesn't seem drying upon me applying it. Up next for brows, we have this new product from Milk Makeup. This is also part of their Kush line. They have a Kush mascara, which I really liked. They came out with a Kush Fiber Brow Gel. So it's supposed to be like, this is gonna give you a very like natural brow, like it's one of those tinted brow gels that also has fibers in it, so it's not gonna give you like a super precise defined brow, but we're gonna try this out today. I have the shade Haze right here, which I think is the lightest.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. This is the Eid makeup look that I came up with, and if you guys want to see how I do it, please keep on watching. Firstly, I'm going to prime my face with this Beautify by Amna's Pore Filling Primer, and next I'm going to go in with NYX foundation. I'm mixing with a little liquid highlighter to make my foundation look more luminous. I'm just applying it directly onto my face. Please don't forget your neck, guys. You need your neck to match your face. And now I'm just going to blend this out with my Beautify by Amna's Damp Beauty Sponge. I swear this sponge is like really nice and I'm obsessed with this. Now I'm taking my MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer. It's in the shade NC15, and I just apply it with my finger, and I also blend this out with the help of the same beauty blender. Next, I'm going to set my face, guys. I'm using this face powder by Sweet Face Cosmetics. It is really nice and it really helps my oils keep in control. I'm going to apply it onto my eyelids as well, so it can give me a nice smooth base for my eyeshadows. Now I'm taking this Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and applying this lighter pinky transition shade right into my crease, blending it out. This look is very simple and you just need to blend out the shadows really nicely. Just a little break. Come back, do your makeup. Anyways, I'm taking this brown shade and adding it onto my outer corner of the eye only. I'm going to take a darker deep shade of brown and just darkening up the edges a little more. Now I'm going to add this foil shadow. This is a orangey pinky rose gold eyeshadow, which is really nice and metallic. I absolutely love this. Now I'm going to take this golden eyeshadow and apply it only on the center of my eye to give a little more pop of color. I'm going to do my eyeliner with this Krylon Cake eyeliner. I get so many messages. This is what I use for my eyeliner. It is not waterproof, which is like the worst thing, but it applies beautifully. And the brush I'm using is by Sweet Touch Cosmetics. It's their eyeliner brush. I'm taking a little bit of concealer and cleaning up the liner more. Now I'm going to apply lashes. These are Elisha lashes in style Bird of Paradise. These are really pretty, but they were a little stiff. I mean, it was a little hard to apply, but these look amazing onto your eyes. I just placed the lashes on the center of my eye and just take it from the inner corner and then from the outer corner. Now I'm taking my Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer by Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit with that. I'm not going to contour because I'm keeping it a little natural. And taking this Triple Baked Blush by Makeup Revolution as well, applying onto the apples of my cheeks. Also a little bit on my nose to give a little cute effect. I'm doing my lower lash line with the same brown color. I might darken it up also to give it more depth. And I'm just going to apply some mascara onto my lower lash line, and that's pretty much it. Also a little bit of inner corner highlight. This mascara is by Essence. It is called Lash Princess Mascara. I will link everything in the description down below so you guys can see. I'm taking this Milani liquid matte. It's in the shade Precious. This is such a pretty color, but it dries out my lips a little bit. So before you apply, please don't forget to put on a little bit of lip balm so it can stay longer. I did spray my face with a Fix Plus. I'm sorry it didn't record, but I did that. I used MAC Fix Plus to set my face. And now I'm going to highlight my face. I'm using this pinky color and applying it on the apples of my cheeks to give a little pop. And then I'm going to use the gold shade and apply it onto my cheekbones for a blinding, beautiful highlight. I swear by this palette, guys. This is so affordable and so nice. Trust me by that. And this is pretty much the completed look, you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. This is the Eid makeup look that I created. I wanted to create something glam but still natural. I mean, you should wear a little glam on Eid, like why not? I loved filming it for you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Well, hello there my babies, welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and start priming, well, moisturizing my face with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. You guys know this is one of my all-time favorite moisturizer that I use on my skin. If you're dry skin, I would advise you to try this product because it is it's the ish, okay? It is bomb. And if you haven't tried it, I don't know what you're waiting for, okay? But now we're gonna go ahead and prime my face. I'm going in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, one of my ultimate favorites, okay, primers in this makeup universe, okay? Yes, I said it, makeup universe. This is honestly one of my favorite primers. This is my second tube that I got, so that should show you something. I feel like when I use this primer, my foundation is just, it's on so smooth, you know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna grab my Too Faced foundation. Now this is their Too Faced x Jackie Aina collaboration where they collabed to expand their foundation ranges. Now I am excited because it's my first time trying this range out. I did try Too Faced foundations before, but not this one when Jackie Aina got a chance to work with them, okay? So I'm in the shade Chai. It is a bomb foundation. If you have not yet got your hands on it, I would highly recommend you to do so because it's amazing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal with my Born This Way Sculpting Concealer in the shade Maple. First time trying this concealer out, honey, it is really, really good. Like, I'm not just saying that, I'm really saying that, okay? It is bomb. It's full coverage, y'all, and it just, I don't know, I just love it. Okay, it kind of reminds me of the LA Pro Concealer. You guys know I'm addicted to the LA Pro Concealer, but this one actually gave me a chance to, you know, like this one a little bit more than the LA Pro Concealer, but what am I saying? I did like it. I did like it in this makeup tutorial. And this is, like I think I told you guys, my first time actually trying it out. So A+ on that concealer. So we're gonna go ahead and contour with the concealer, the sculpting concealer in the shade Coca. I crimp contour. If you're new to my channel, I usually crimp contour and then I set it with a bronzer. That's just a step that I've always done for years, and I love the outcome out of it. I don't know, I cannot contour with just powder and I cannot contour with just cream contour. I have to combine both. That's how I feel like the whole look comes completed. Now, I do love this shade to cream contour. I just love the bronzy look that I'm getting out of it. I did put a lot though. I went a little crazy on it, but hey, you guys know I put a lot of concealer and contour, so that ain't new. So now we're gonna set everything with the Born This Way setting powder in the shade medium. First time trying this one out. It's okay, it's not bad. It really does set your stuff, that's for sure. I just feel like it's not bright enough. You guys know I usually love my under eye bright, so I went ahead and grabbed the GRWM Beauty in the shade 3, the brightening powder, just to brighten my under eye a little bit more. But it looks crazy here, but it sets on its own and it comes all together. You guys know one of my favorite things to do in makeup is my whole face. I love the face routine more than anything. But we're gonna set and bronze my face with the CoverGirl Ebony Bronze. Y'all know this is nothing new to my channel. I love this product. I've had it for years, I swear to y'all. I think I've had it for more than 3 years now and it's still rocking with me. So now we're gonna grab the Jaclyn X Artist Couture. I think this is La Peach, if I'm not mistaken. This is La Peach. It's not by me, so I'm just guessing, but I'm gonna leave everything down in the description box. This highlighter is bomb. Y'all see, like, y'all see it for yourself. Okay, so it's a good highlighter. It's really strong. You gotta be careful when you try to put that on. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and work this MAC setting powder in dark deepest all over my eyes as a transition shade. My brushes were super dirty, so I just grabbed whatever brush I had. I don't know what brush this is, but it's not the greatest for transition shade at all. But I was just like, you know what, screw this, we're gonna make this work. But I put this powder all over my eyelid and under my water lash line as well. So pretty simple eye look, you guys, nothing major. So we're gonna grab my Morphe 350 palette. This palette was super popular for the longest. Now I feel like it's dead, nobody talks about it. So I decided to grab it and try to, you know, rock it in this makeup tutorial. And you guys seen the shade that I grabbed out of that palette. So now we're gonna grab that chocolate shade and work this all over my eyelid. I wanted just a smoky-ish brown look on my eye, so a brown smoky eye, that's what I was kind of going for. So I love the outcome of this look because I wanted to rock a dark lip. You know, you could actually rock a nude lip with this and gloss, but who am I kidding? It is fall, so we are trying to aim for those dark plum lips. Okay, that's what we're trying to go for. We're not trying to be all glossy and stuff. Okay, so we just blended that all in, and now we're gonna grab the lipstick. Now this is in Too Faced Melt Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Evil Twin. Wait, hold on. I just used like a good chunk of Too Faced products in this makeup tutorial. I did not plan that out, but hey, I love the outcome. Everything looks so bomb. If you guys are wondering, my lashes are Cocoa Lashes in Demi J. Hopefully I said that right. I'm gonna leave everything down in the description box, okay? So I'm gonna set everything with my Pixie setting spray, guys, and that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to this channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so then you're always notified when your girl uploads. Per usual, I love you guys so much. Nawapenda sana, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Only money, only money. Let the money bless you with body, oh baby. Oh. Star boy go bless you with money, oh my girl.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look that you see right here. I'm actually really excited about this video because it's been a huge request for some time now for me to do a video dedicated to really fair skin. If you guys watch my channel, you know that my skin tone fluctuates all the time because I get spray tan sometimes. So I'll go from being like medium tan to like a really dark glowy tan to like really white like I am right now.
I feel like the camera doesn't always show how tan I am or how light I truly am. Like the colors kind of like it's deceiving on camera, but I can get so fair that honestly like MAC foundations don't even match me. Like they don't even have a color light enough for my bitch ass. And I have to totally change and adjust my makeup routine to when I do have a tan and when I am very light. The things that look good on me when I have a good tan are not flattering or complimentary whatsoever when I am my fairest. Because of that, I am aware that a lot of people have the same struggle as me. When you're really light, you want to be able to like do a dark smoky eye and feel sexy and a nude lip, but at the same time you're like, oh, it just doesn't look the same as it does on like someone like Kim Kardashian. So I wanted to create an extremely easy and extremely flattering makeup tutorial for those of you who are really light in skin tone, where you can feel really sexy and really confident and still have like that smoky sex appeal. This is honestly so simple. I think I only used 3 eyeshadows today. When you see how easy it is, you're gonna be like, oh girl, I got this. Of course, this tutorial is gonna look good on a very wide variety of skin tones, but I just wanted to dedicate this specific video to all of my very fair girls and boys out there who are watching this. So I hope that you enjoy, and if you like it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, you know how much I appreciate it. So yeah, if you wanna see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so first thing that we're gonna do as always is prime our face. I'm using the same Sisley primer that I have been using forever because I just love it so much. I really wanted to try that like newer touch-up primer that everyone's been raving about, but every single time I try to buy it, it's always sold out. This is the one that I've been sticking to, basically. I'm actually gonna double prime my skin today. I'm also gonna go in with a pore minimizer as well. For the past like month, I have been struggling with pores for the first time in my life. Like that's never been an issue of mine. All of a sudden, I have like all these clogged, like enlarged pores. There's like gaping holes on my face, and I'm like, great. You know, my skin has just been freaking out recently. I think it's obviously due to stress. There's been a lot going on in my life. I just have so much redness and just breakouts and like just texture. Like it's just not a good time for my skin. So we're gonna cover that up. I'm going to go in with the exact same foundation routine that I have been doing for quite a while now, and I'm going to like double or triple up the coverage.
Where mama needs it today.
Then taking a damp beauty sponge and spraying, this is a new bottle, spraying some of the Lila B Glow face mist on it. I'm gonna go in with the Dior Forever foundation and just buff that out. Goodbye, redness. Now I'm gonna grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and conceal everything. I'm gonna do my under eye area. I'm gonna go over these little blemishes with it. I'm gonna do my T-zone. I'm basically just gonna do an entire second layer of concealer over top of my foundation. And I am using the shade Light. Okay, so now I'm gonna powder the face. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder right here. This is my favorite face powder at the moment. It has been for quite some time, actually. And I'm actually gonna mix that with a little bit of the Lancome Absolute powder as well. And then I'm gonna set my under eye using a light powder. I'm gonna go in with the Kat Von D palette with that first light shade. Okay, I'm gonna fill in my brows really quickly. Even though this is easier said than done, I do recommend when you are really pale or just more on the fair side to go a little bit lighter handed when you are filling in your eyebrows. Just because I noticed that when I have a spray tan, I can go heavier handed and I can make my eyebrows darker and bolder and it looks good. But when I'm really fair, it just looks very harsh on my pale skin. Ah, totally natural, right? Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do on the eye is just lay down a nice soft transition color. I'm gonna go in with my palette, my original palette that I created with Morphe, and I'm going to go in with the shade, let me think. I'm gonna go in with the shade Silk Cream, which is the third color in the palette. It's just a really nice soft transition color. It's a little bit on the warm side, but it's not too warm where it's gonna be unflattering on some skin tones. And again, we're just gonna apply this nice and soft. We don't want this to be harsh. I'm basically putting this all over the lid. I'm not intentionally putting it all over the center of my lid, but since I'm using such a big brush and as I'm blending it out, I'm continuously going up towards the brow and in the inner corner. I am getting that color like a nice light wash basically all over my entire lid area. So now I'm gonna grab a really small, tight definer brush like this guy right here, and I'm going to go in with my Armed and Gorgeous palette, which is part of my Vault collection with Morphe that I'm so in love with. I'm gonna grab the shade Prowl, which is a really nice dark matte brown. It's very deep and it's definitely like a neutral brown. It's not super cool or super warm, which is why it's gonna be so flattering to so many different skin tones. What I'm gonna do now with this brush is I'm going to just stamp that color right on my lash line like eyeshadow. Sorry, I meant eyeliner. And we are just following the lash line and just stamping it with that brush. Just like that. So it looks like eyeliner, but it's just done with eyeshadow. I've just been so into this recently because it's so easy just to stamp this brush right along the lash line and boom, your liner is done. Okay, so now that we have that laid down right on the lash line, I'm gonna take a little bit more of that shadow and I'm going to begin to just slightly bring it up out here on the outer corner. Just kind of like doing this flickering motion that you see me doing right now. And this is just going to begin to slightly blend it out and smoke it out. And then lightly feathering that into the inner corner, but we want it to be the darkest and go the highest up on the outer corner, like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch brushes, but I'm gonna stay with that exact same brown that I've been using the entire time. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a fluffier brush now. This is the Morphe M433, of course. This is one of my favorite blending brushes ever. And I'm going to just tap that upward now that we have that kind of like fade on the outer corner, and I'm gonna bring that into the crease. We're keeping it low in the crease. We're not taking it too high. And I'm just taking a totally clean blending brush. I'm just gonna go over the edge of that just to make sure that we don't have any harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my original palette and I'm going to grab the shade Central Park right here, which is a really, really dark, very neutral brown. And I'm just going to pat right over top of that initial shadow that we put on by the lash line just to deepen it up one last time before we go in with lashes. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Pooter right here in my palette. I'm gonna take a pencil brush and line my entire lower lash line with that shade. I love this color on fair skin because of the fact that it has a little warmth in it, but it's not too warm. Like it's just the perfect amount of neutral, you know? And I'm gonna bring that nice and low on my lower lash line to really smoke that out. Looks a little freaky at first, kind of like Uncle Fester, but it all comes together. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a MAC eye pencil in the shade Teddy, which is a really beautiful brown. It's got like a little bit of shimmer in it, and I've been lining my inner waterline with this recently, and I absolutely love the way it makes this look. Because when you are really fair and you line your inner waterline with black, sometimes it can be really, really harsh and just make your eyes look like really kind of small and squinty, and it'll make you look even more pale and sometimes in kind of like a dead looking way. And we don't want to look like a corpse, you know? It's okay to be really fair. It's okay to be as pale as, you know, as paper, as this right here, but you also don't want to do anything that looks unflattering. You want to make sure that you look alive and you look vibrant, you look healthy, you look glowing, and that's all very achievable no matter how pale you are. So I really love to use a brown eyeliner as opposed to a black one when doing my eye makeup when I am this fair. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with the shade Prowl right here from the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm gonna go in with that same definer brush that I was using on my upper lash line, and I am just going to go right over that really tight on my lower lash line and blend it down. Okay, I'm just gonna apply a little mascara to my upper lashes so that I can go in and pop on some false ones. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put a little mascara on my lower lashes as well. What a difference lashes make. Like, It's like night and day. Of course, for this look, you do not have to do false lashes. You can, of course, just do mascara, but I just love the look of false lashes with this, especially because the actual eyeshadow is so easy and actually very simple. You put on lashes and it just kind of fools everybody into thinking that like, wow, what a beautiful smoky eye. And you're like, bitch, I only use 3 shadows. Okay, so now at this point we look a little weird, right? Like I kind of look dead. Like it's just like dark eyes, like dark eyebrows, and just like pale, flat, matte skin. So we are about to change that. First thing I'm gonna do is highlight the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna go in with my palette and grab the first shade in the palette, which is in Light. I'm going to just dab that right in the inner corner, just kind of blend it out, down, inward, upward, all around, just to get like a nice halo on that inner corner. Then once I have that, I'm gonna go in with the shade VIP, which is the first shade in the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And I'm just going to lightly tap that right over top of what I did, specifically only just in the inner corner, like a dot, because this is white and it's pigmented. But it's just gonna give like a little bit of an extra pow. I'm actually gonna highlight my brow bone today too. I feel like this look needs it. So I'm gonna go back in with In Light from my palette right here, take a little bit of that on a brush and just hit that right underneath of the brow. Oh yeah, Gosh, highlight just makes everything so much better. That statement really is true. Having a bad day, you highlight, it gets better. Going through a breakup, highlight, it gets better. Okay, so now let us bronze, because obviously right now we are looking very flat and we need to warm up this skin. I'm gonna go in with a very neutral shade of bronzer. Since I am so fair, I don't wanna go in with something that has like an orange or like a really warm undertone. It might look a little harsh, might look a little fake. And so to keep it looking natural, we're gonna go in with something that's not too cool or too warm, meet right in the middle. And I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is the Morphe R2 brush right here. And I'm just going to, oh God, this bronzer never gets old. It smells so good and I can taste it. Oh my gosh, bronzer just makes the face come to life. Hit it up there right by the hairline. This bronzer didn't go on as smooth today as it normally does. That's kind of weird. So now instead of baking, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with that powder that I used to set my face earlier and that damp beauty sponge that I use as well. Pat this into the skin underneath of that bronzer just to lighten this area up again and blend it into that bronzer just so that we keep the bottom portion of the face nice and light and we don't have like a dark line of demarcation from the bronzer. And this will also just make everything look even more natural on your fair skin. I'm gonna go in with the same bronzer, but it is a lighter version. So this is the Milk Chocolate Soleil, and I'm going to take that on a little small fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that warmth on the sides of my nose. I'm not really contouring my nose necessarily, just warming it up a little bit so that it doesn't look just like weird and pale sitting in the center of my face. That's how I think about my nose, just this weird pale thing sitting in the center of my face. I need to set my brows right now. They're driving me crazy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the MAC Pro Emphasize Shaping Powder on a brush like this, and I'm going to put that directly underneath my eye area. I'm actually gonna mix it with a little bit of the Kat Von D shade as well. And I'm just going to tap that right under here and bring it down, just because this is such a light shade that when I'm really fair like this, I can like wear on I can wear it on my under eye and it doesn't look ridiculously white, but it just makes you look so angelic and just like ethereal, and it just brings so much light and attention to the center of the face, and I love that look. Just like patting and then lightly dusting that out. Oh my gosh, I love this powder so much when I'm fair. I'm gonna put that on my cupid's bow, center my nose, I'm sorry, center my chin and my face. I know it looks a little weird right now, but don't worry, it won't look weird in a minute. Right there, take it up on the forehead. I love a good light beam on the forehead. For blush, I'm gonna go in with pinky tones today because normally I do like really warm, like coppery, kind of like orangey undertones. But for this look, and since I am so fair, I wanna go in with like rosy pinky shades because it's just very complementary to these browns on the eyes and my skin tone right now. Okay, for highlight, I'm gonna take the shade Santorini by Kylie Cosmetics. This is her loose highlighting pigment. I love them so much, and Santorini is such a beautiful shade when I'm really fair on my skin tone. I'm gonna take a really big brush actually, because today I don't wanna do like a direct beam spotlight highlight. I wanna do something a little bit more like blended out and like ethereal, if you will. So I'm gonna take this brush right here. This is the Morphe M500. I'm just gonna dip it into the cap just like that. And then I'm just going to lightly on my cheeks go towards the top of my ear, just to keep it nice and subtle. I mean, that's subtle for me. Take a dab, put it on the nose. I have to have a nose highlight. Cupid's bow. I'm also gonna do a touch right here on the forehead. And then I'll take my damp beauty sponge, dab right over that so that it really just like melts it into the skin. Okay, I'm going to try the Kylie Cosmetics Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bear. Is that what it is? Yeah, Bear, and see how this looks. I'm also gonna take a little bit of the Kylie gloss in the shade So Cute. This is her palest gloss that she has. I'm gonna take just a little bit of it and put it in the center of my lip and just kind of blend it out for some high shine right in the center. And now I'm just going to set that bitch with some setting spray. It really is incredible the power that makeup has and the power that I personally have chosen to give makeup. Like now that my face is done, I look in the mirror and I'm just like I'm ready. Like I feel like I have more confidence. I feel like I have more energy. Like I can just do anything right now. I'm like, I'm ready to go. Whatever life has to throw at me, I can handle it. Like it's just weird how I just feel completely different in such a good way when I have on makeup. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll still be bossing people around bare face with acne everywhere, but there's something about a full face of makeup that just makes me feel like, So that is it for this look, you guys. I hope that you enjoy now that you saw how extremely easy it is. Honestly, if this is difficult for you, try it a couple of times and you'll be good to go. When I was first starting in makeup, doing that eyeshadow as eyeliner trick, that is how I taught myself how to do a straight line of eyeliner. So it's a really great trick. So if you're struggling with eyeliner, just do that for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and get used to that. And then you'll get so much more comfortable with liquids and gels. So yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope that you enjoy this look. If you do, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, if you recreate this look or any looks that I do here on my channel, please tag me on Instagram, send me your photos on Twitter so that I can see them, I can like them, and I can interact with you guys. So that's it. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a one brand tutorial using all Lakme products. This was a highly requested video and I've created a festive kind of look that you can pair with any Indian outfit. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the eyes, and first I'm going to use the Lakme Absolute Gel Addict liner in the shade Bronze, and I'm using it as a base all over my lid. This is just going to give a little more depth to my eyeshadow and also make it look more vibrant. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Desert Rose Quad, which has these beautiful warm colors. I'm going to start with this chocolatey copper color, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid as well as in the crease area. And I'm using a fluffy blending brush. First just patting on the color and then blending it to give it a more diffused look. You can also use a little bit of compact powder in the crease to give it a cleaner transition. Next I'm going to go in with this burgundy color, and I'm going to pat this all over the lid, but I'm going to keep the color under the crease and not go into the crease area at all. And then once again I'm going to take my blending brush and blend the color in the crease so that it has a smooth and diffused edge. Next I'm going to take this soft gold color and I'm going to apply this in the inner corner to highlight the eyes, and also use this in the brow bone to highlight the brow bone area. Next I'm going to do the face, and I'm using the Face Stylist foundation mixed in with a little bit of serum. This is a long stay foundation. It's quite high on the coverage and it sets really quickly on the skin, and I found that it works just a little bit better if you mix it with a moisturizer or a serum. I'm just using my beauty blender to blend this into my skin. For my under eye area, I'm going to use the White Intense Cover Concealer. This is a stick concealer. It's creamy but not too emollient. So I'm going to apply this directly in the under eye area in a triangular shape. And I'm also using a little bit of this around the nose and mouth area. You can use it wherever you feel you need a little extra coverage. This is a medium coverage concealer. It's not too cakey, it's not too sheer. I feel like it gives just the right amount of coverage. I've just used my finger to blend it in, and to set everything I'm going to use the Face Stylist Compact. I don't generally like using a lot of powder on my skin. I prefer a slightly semi-matte dewy finish, but it's important to set the areas where you've applied concealer, otherwise the concealer can crease. And it's important to set the center of the face because that's where the face gets the oiliest. Coming back to the eyes, I'm just running my blending brush in the crease to make sure everything is smooth and even. And I'm now going to work in the lower lash line area. I've mixed the two colors that I had used for the lid, the burgundy color and the copper color, and I'm applying this along my lower lash line, only leaving out the inner corner. And then I'm going in with a clean blending brush just to fluff and blend out that color for a smooth and diffused look. And in case some of that gold color has worn off in the concealer application, you can reapply it at this step. For my top lash line, I'm going to use a black liquid liner. This is the Gloss Artist liner. It's a really rich black glossy liner, and I'm going to create a winged eye using this. First, I'm just extending my lower lash line to form the base of the liner, and then connecting it to the top to form a triangular shape. And then you can just fill in the triangular shape and refine the wing for a clean look. For lashes, I'm going to curl my lashes and then apply the Lakme Absolute Flutter Secrets Mascara. I'm applying 2 coats of the mascara on the top as well as the bottom lashes. The mascara on the bottom lashes is important for this look because I have not used a kajal here. So the black of the mascara is going to give the definition. And I finished off the look with a pair of false eyelashes. Next, I am going to fill in my brows a little bit using the eyebrow pencil by Lakme. This is a grayish, almost black color, but it's quite sheer. If you have really dark brows like mine, this works perfectly. And I'm just contouring a little bit using the Bahama Mama bronzer. Since Lakme doesn't have a contouring powder or a bronzer, I've just cheated a little bit here and used this to contour. For blush, I'm using the 9 to 5 blush in Peach Affair. I'm sorry my blush looks a little untidy because it actually shadowed completely, so I've just put it together using the back of a spoon. It's actually a really nice color. It's kind of like a coral meets brick color, and it's got a bit of a shimmer, and I think it's a really nice festive color that would work for all skin tones. Next, to highlight, I'm using the sheer blush in the shade Sunkiss. This basically contains some reflective shimmer kind of particles, and it just adds a really nice glow to the skin. And coming to the last part, that is the lips, I'm going to use the Absolute Sculpt Matte Lipstick in the shade Peach Pout. This is a really nice color that ties the whole look together. It's a mix of red, pink and a bit of orange, and the resulting color is just very flattering, and I think it's something that would work for a lot of skin tones. So I've used this using a lip brush. I'm just going to blot it off using a tissue and then reapply it. This way my lip color is going to last a really long time. You can also do a nude lip with this look, but I quite like this bright color for festive occasions. And that is the finished look. I hope you liked the final look and enjoyed watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more beauty videos. If you want to see more one brand tutorials, let me know in the comment section below. And while you're here, don't forget to check out my latest video with Nykaa, where I've done a long-lasting makeup look. I will put the link to the video in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!